Hello everyone and welcome to the episode 39 of the OfflineTV Podcast. Joined with me is Sydeon, Masayoshi, and I am Seanic. And today we'll be talking about...
What are we talking about?
Anything we want to talk about. Do you want to talk about your first topic?
No,
yes. Yes,
it was a joke. It was a poor joke that you guys are now committing way too...
Well, it's related because I'm growing out my hair.
Kim Kardashian got a buzz cut.
Okay, but
and everybody's really excited about it for whatever reason. It's
Why are you excited about it,
You know
though?
when you like swipe on your phone and it brings you to the news portion, the news widget? It's in the first widget. Never in a million years did we think we'd see Kim Kardashian with a commando style buzz cut. That's like top news story.
Can you give your controversial take on it? I also want to see it.
My controversial take is, why does anyone give a fuck?
Well,
yeah, people care too much about everything.
She looks like what's her name from Orange is the New Black.
Wait, I don't even recognize her.
Yeah.
I don't recognize her at all.
She also
goes
kind of
hard.
looks like it's the girl from Orange is the New Black that was also in that 70s show.
She looks like my cafeteria lady from elementary school.
Oh, okay. She wouldn't want to know that, I don't think.
Well, it's okay. She'll never know.
I never watched Orange is the New Black, but I think
It's
it goes
besides
hard.
the point. Yeah. So that's everybody's talking about that, and I don't know why.
Well, that was boring.
Thanks.
I'm kidding. That's awesome.
Also, Sean didn't intro me, but I'm feeling sick, so Jody's gonna take my seat today.
Oh, all right.
Jody, hop in here.
I get an applause.
Quarterjade, welcome to the podcast.
guys.
And Brofane, I'm sorry for not introducing you.
Why is there a cutting board with a knife on it next to you?
I'm saving that for later. Don't
Okay,
worry
all
about
right,
it.
Okay.
Cool. Well, thankfully, I'm so glad Jody made it because I got a gift for us. I know everyone's been looking at these mason jars,
Yes.
but
How did that feel on the ears?
The mason
Oh.
jars, for those of you that can't see it at home, they are mason jars filled with a substance that looks like water.
It is water.
But there's no way. Oh.
4 mason jars with water in it, with a little space to add a nice powder in it to wash down. I got us the world's most sour candy.
Oh, I'm
Hey, guys, I gotta go.
Anything candy, I will eat. I do not care. I will eat it.
No.
We'll just do it real quick.
Wait, you can't, Howard?
I don't want to be on the podcasts with John anymore. Last
Hey.
time I smelled smelling salts and I fucking left my body, and this time I have to have the world's most sour candy. Like, I don't want to be here with
The
him.
smelling sauce almost assassinated us, to be fair. That was like pretty rough. But
She's so ungrateful. Oh my god.
Okay.
Just really quick, okay?
This is like hot chip though, John, and we just can't talk for the rest of the podcast, and we just end it here. And it's just the shortest episode ever filmed.
No. So the water's for it washes down the sourness, so like apparently it doesn't linger if it's too much for you.
I started salivating already.
Well, I'm salivated, but in like a good way. Like I'm hyped.
One pack for you. This is not sponsored, by the way. I just like.
There's a skull. There's a skull on the packaging, John.
We all have skulls. You have a skull. I have a skull. John has a skull. Jody has a skull.
All right.
He doesn't have. Oh, Jody doesn't need to drink this. She doesn't have one.
No, it's okay. It's perfect because so the rules are pop 3 gummies.
3?
Suck for 30 seconds without making a face. Spit out or chew, plus swallow gummies.
Let's swallow. Like let's do this the real way.
Rule number 4. To clean mouth and teeth, swish neutralizer in mouth for 10 seconds, then swallow or spit out.
So this isn't water.
I know
This is-
It is.
Oh, this is the neutral. What is it?
No, you don't want to know it.
I want to know
you don't want
it. What is
You
it?
should just read it.
It's
You
like
should-
it's like a self promo thing. It's like a promo thing, and like it's just not sponsored. I'm just like, I just
Oh,
want to watch
I
you.
thought it was like,
I just wanted to make
there's a
memories
chance you
together.
die, like the one.
No,
No,
okay.
it's like download this
Alright.
app.
That's number 6.
Okay,
That's
okay.
number 6. All right.
Not to be the biggest child ever. Can you open this for me?
while
You
do
are the
that,
biggest child ever.
I'll start pouring your neutralizer powder and get this out of the way.
Wait, they're giving us sour. Oh. Okay, so we got sour gummies. We have neutralizing. That looks like snow.
I will say, when I saw John's clip of him doing this, his whole eye, his right eye just twitched, like slowed.
Okay,
Twitch.
how's everyone's like sour
Not good.
tolerance?
I'm the best.
Not good at all.
So mine's the worst.
If a sour cobra bit into me and the venom just went through my veins, I can handle it.
Oh, it doesn't smell like anything.
I probably will twitch though, but I enjoy that.
I'm probably the same as Sydney. Like Can you have warheads?
Yeah.
I can, but like it's not enjoyable. It's not this doesn't fuel me the way that spice fuels me, you know?
It feels like a battery in my mouth. It feels like I'm swishing around like a battery, and like my mouth just hates it.
That's my favorite flavor. Battery acid.
I have to put 3 in my mouth?
Yes.
Well,
And I have a strategy
top 3.
to make
Okay.
sure we do it right, because I followed the image, even though it doesn't say in the rules. So what I'm thinking is we pop one here, like in the back of our tooth, one here, and then one in the center. So it really like
Can't escape it.
you can't escape it.
Like trapped in the
it's just
labyrinth.
there, you know?
These gummies are so sticky.
Yeah,
Like,
this looks so unfun.
What does
but,
it smell like to
fuck
you
it, I'm
guys?
in. It doesn't smell like anything. I was actually really surprised.
Yeah, that's why
Wait,
there's no
what?
scent. There's no scent.
There's no scent to like the slightest hint of something familiar, but not something that I can name.
Does Poison, like from Romeo and Juliet, have a scent though?
All right, so
I think some poisons do have a scent.
All right, let
Okay.
me open this up.
Hey, can I get a sniff of that?
This is upsetting.
Of the
This?
neutralizer or the candy?
Yeah, what if you guys just have long COVID and you can't smell anything?
No, I can smell. If it's this close, I can smell it.
Yeah, it really doesn't.
My sense of smell is just weak in general, but I could smell if it's this close.
I don't know what it smells like.
I
but
did have blue
not much.
pizza in my room for a month, and everyone in my house thought an animal died in my room, and I couldn't smell it. But I think I just got used to it.
Sure, man.
Yeah.
Why did you do that?
No, I just sticky finger. Wait.
Okay, so I'm gonna take out 3.
Wait, okay, not to sound like an absolute little pussy bitch.
Uh-huh.
Hey,
bit
none
the-
of those in
hey,
this
hey,
house.
hold on.
Uh-huh.
I bit the fuck out of my cheek yesterday. You guys were there. You remember.
Oh, I remember that.
Wait, I wasn't there. Can
Oh
do
wow,
it
you were
again?
so much more sympathetic
So-
than I was. We both had an O, but mine was like, and yours was like, oh.
You should see the inside of my mouth. I'll take 2 of those and I'll put one in the middle and the right side, but I'm
Okay.
not putting it. Okay.
All right, I wouldn't say that's pussy bitch.
Okay, that's fair. All right,
I would say it's very fair.
we'll do one at a time.
One at a okay.
Okay.
It's just for the
Sydney
camera.
first.
It's just content magic. You know, we got to get the reaction.
Okay, well the middle cam's on, so I think Sean
Oh,
should
look at
start.
that! It switched to the number 3 camera. That's
Jason.
crazy.
That's insane. Oh, also, you I didn't switch it for you. I just poured the powder in.
Wait, I feel like this has to be ready.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shake this.
Okay,
That sounds kind of cool.
30
this
seconds.
This shit better work.
Wait, why do mason jars open like this?
I don't know. It's really obnoxious. Am I really like?
What?
yeah. Go ahead.
Wait, before you do this, you represent our entire house. So like, try to not react.
Okay, the
30
game is to
seconds.
not react.
30 seconds.
It'd be so funny if like Sydney does it and then the rest of us just go on with the podcast.
That would be so funny.
He's
I
so
know.
funny.
I know.
She didn't like that joke. All right, I have this 30-second timer ready for you.
Okay, is this gonna upset my tummy?
No. John would
You
take-
can technically spit it out. It said 30
Okay.
suck on it for 30 seconds.
Okay.
Don't make
John-
a face.
John would take into account that you have IBS. Like John cares about you. He would
Yeah.
not give you that without knowing.
Okay. Okay. Ready? I have so much saliva.
That's gonna help.
If you want to spit it out, I'll give you.
Wait, flip it so she
There.
can read the rules.
Oh, I started the timer late. My bad.
Fuck you.
Not that bad.
You already lost.
Yeah, you did. I can't believe you represent our house
Your
so
eye
poorly.
Did it taste good though?
It feels like your face is
Your
just,
like your top of your head is like vibrating.
How's your head shrinking? Your body just shrink.
This is not
Time.
the worst thing I've ever done.
Not the
My eyes
worst.
are watering, but that doesn't mean anything.
You can spit it out. That was the 30-second timer, by the way.
I can swallow this.
Well, your stomach.
She eats spicy
okay,
food.
she's
She's
chewing. Oh, don't chew it. Don't chew it. We gotta chew it.
Is it hard or just sticky? It looks like it's gonna be so sticky.
Well, if it's in our mouth, I feel like it's just gonna be soft.
But if it's like
Just spit it out. You just spit in the box.
No,
Don't spit it out,
No.
Sydney. You
just
represent
have
our
a really
home.
fragile ego at this point.
I
'Cause, like,
do.
I'm so excited.
I kind of don't want to do anymore.
Yeah, let's just talk about.
Yeah.
Well, it's not the
the
worst
next
thing I've ever
talking
done.
point was magic fruit.
Not the worst thing. You've
Sad
ever
face
done.
emoji. No? Not bad.
Huh.
Let's eat 6.
I only have 3.
You
can have the rest of mine.
Dude, I would be afraid of my tummy.
We don't have to swallow it. Did you swallow it?
I swallowed it.
Oh, we have to
Fucking
swallow
pussies.
it. I'm gonna chew it too because she chewed it.
All right.
Chewing it is the worst part.
Why?
Because you chew it and then, well, I chewed all 3 at the same time. Like I lined them up perfectly with my teeth. And it was like I had just put it back in my mouth again for the first time.
Okay, so we're just going to chew it off the rip.
Can I begin?
There's like
Yeah.
a coating
Ready,
in
set, go.
my mouth.
Oh my.
I think Sean's going to handle this like a champ.
I'll just chew on it. Sucking sounds like it doesn't do anything. Wait, you're going strong on this.
Yeah,
We're
I
very
think this is
sour.
not going to bother him.
Dude, it feels like there's no...
Hang in there. I know it's the worst part. Hang in there.
It feels like there's no flavoring in this. It just
can do
pure-
it. You can do it.
You're going through a war right now.
It's really sour.
2, 1.
That tastes good. This is
Yeah, I
so
kind of
sour.
liked it. I kind
That
of liked
tastes
it.
good?
It actually tastes
Yeah.
good. It tastes like berry acid.
You freak.
Okay.
All right, guys, let's do some dancing.
And now if I had to pick someone to handle it the worst,
Yeah.
it's going to be him.
Time.
What?
I can't.
Wait, this scares me.
I don't know. What's your tolerance like? Like, it was,
Whoa.
like, not
the, like,
great.
solution you drink is like...
He said time like 15 seconds early. Yeah, I don't want to drink that. Like, I don't need it. But okay.
I also don't get what this is.
So,
Oh my god.
it's not the worst thing in the world, but I think John is a special case when it comes to
Yeah.
basically
Yeah.
anything that goes on his
Super
tongue.
sensitive
So,
to taste stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty sour.
Yeah.
I'm sweating.
My fear
I
is
was
just gonna
sweating a
get
little bit,
into
too.
my wound.
Okay, so... Spoiler alert, I've done this before.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
For
Didn't
s-
seem like it, but okay.
Well, no, so this one was way more sour.
Yeah, that was really sour.
It was pretty sour.
That one was way more sour than the one I had. Like,
Yeah.
as soon as I just bit, it got stuck to my tooth, and my whole tongue just shrunk into this little, like, Tic Tac, and then just, like... It tasted like vomit.
Yeah.
To me.
Yeah. The
Yeah,
bite
berry
is
acid.
bad. Yeah.
It tasted
It tastes
like,
like berry
actual
acid.
vomit, and I was just...
Well, I could tell it's sour because like I love sour, so I can handle sour really well. But like my body right now is like hotter because
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just like reacting like, oh, whoa, what was that? Like, my body's like, should we throw it up? I don't know.
Yeah.
That was you eat a battery, you find it on the ground. Like, what's going on?
I started sweating almost immediately.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You gonna try
I'm
it?
getting mixed signals. You're telling me it tastes good, and then you tell me it tastes like vomit.
Well,
So,
like good vomit.
Yeah.
Like it tastes
Literally,
like energy.
what?
Like
I have a gross coating in my mouth right now.
Thomas Edison, what he invented. That's what it tastes like.
Like, okay, I have an open wound in my mouth. Is this gonna like ruin my day?
I feel like this
Be
would
honest with me.
ruin it more.
Yeah, this
I don't
tasted-
think you need this,
This tasted
though.
terrible.
I don't know
I would
what's
just
in
put
this.
one in your mouth on the other side.
Yeah.
All right, that I'm down for. But
Yeah.
if it spreads, I'm gonna be really sad.
Do you need the box?
We'll roulette and you can murder one of
Why
us
is there
three.
sticky? This looks like a Jolly Rancher.
Good catch.
This is really the most chaotic podcast I've ever been on.
We haven't even talked about anything.
My bad.
No, but did you guys hear about Kim Kardashian's Buzzcut?
Oh my god,
Right,
have
we
you
did
seen
talk
it?
about the
Have you
news.
seen it?
In my mind, I'm like, oh, this will be like 5 minutes and we go straight to the podcast.
I'm scared. I don't know. Okay, I can always spit it out.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We will mimic Jody's face.
Do I chew it?
If it's not strong enough, chew it.
It tastes like a warhead.
Honestly, it's better than a warhead though.
No, it tastes like. I mean, it tastes bad.
Like energy,
If you want
right?
to spit out in the box.
No, I don't need to spit it out. It's not sour.
What a
it's,
Chad.
it's just gross.
Yeah. And then it leaves a really gross coating in your mouth.
I'm gonna chew in the mic.
Oh, okay.
For all the viewers at home.
Oh, yeah.
my God.
I'm sure you like that.
Wait, none of you had to spit it out, really?
No, it's really, I would say a Warhead was more sour.
Yeah, I agree.
Really?
I've had
think
more
that's
sour candy than
Warhead.
I've had more sour candy, for sure. That was like, I could have another one.
For me, like Warheads don't last. Warheads to me last like 3 seconds. This
Yeah.
lasts like a good like 15 seconds. That's why I kind of like this one more.
Yeah, I feel like I've gotten past a Warhead, but I don't know if I can get past that.
This tastes like super generic like energy drink, but like it's like every energy drink has to have a foundation. It like uses these cubes to make the foundation, and then they add whatever they do to make their like recipe.
Maybe I had to have 3 because that was actually nothing.
Yeah, that could have been it too.
John,
It's okay.
That
John.
drained me.
I think you're super masculine.
I think we are going to crown you pussy bitch of the household.
Thank you. Thank you.
Please collect
Congratulations.
Thank
Yeah.
you. You're welcome.
I liked Kim K's buzz cut. She looked hot.
Right?
Yeah.
I think it looks good.
Yeah, she looks good.
I don't know why it made news though.
That's what I'm saying. Why are we
Carry
all
on.
talking about this?
I think just because it's her.
We're bored.
Fair.
First general topic I see is magical fruit.
What does that mean? Why? And there's a
there's a sad
frowny,
face.
frowny emoji on it.
Okay, well, the first thing I thought of before reading the line under magical fruit was I've seen the live action One Piece show, and in that they eat a magical fruit and they all
They
get
do.
powers.
They do.
And it's ironic because once they eat this magical fruit, also, if I'm spoiling this, doesn't really matter because One Piece has been out for so long that it's okay for me to spoil it. But once you eat this magical fruit, you get a power, random power. You could get the worst power in the world, or you could get the best power in the world.
Uh-huh.
But you cannot swim.
Yes.
But it's ironic because they're pirates.
Yes.
And they're like out in the ocean.
Yeah, that's
And
why
they're
they,
looking
that's
for
how
the
they nerf
Grand
them.
Line
Yeah.
to find the One Piece.
What the
Yes.
hell are we talking about?
I
Weren't you
disassociated.
there?
No.
What are we
No,
talking about?
hey, we watched it without Jody, Lily, and John. I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was just us.
Well,
It's
like
the
you
new
guys
live
so
action
much.
One Piece.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's these special fruits. That's why Luffy is all stretchy. If you didn't know,
Oh,
he's stretchy. He eats
yeah,
this
there's
fruit, and then but then like it's RNG, so you could get a really shitty power, like kind of like in
Like your nose is
whatchamacallit,
running.
where you have like the quirks in
Got it.
My Hero. It's like
Got it.
you could be All Might, but you also could like fart hot dogs. Whoa, I didn't realize that was going to be such a hit with you guys.
That's awesome.
Well, you just listed 2 pro superpowers. You're supposed to list a con to like contrast.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, when I first saw magic fruit, I assumed that we were talking about John's fruit. I don't know if we still have the moldy one in here to
I
show
tossed
the
it.
pot. Oh, okay,
I
good.
even
Yeah, I'm
I
glad.
tossed the bin. I was like, it's not gonna.
No, we're not. There's no
watching
saving
that, I'm just going to see the mold in it permanently.
Yeah, that was gross.
But I bought new bins just in case to replace it. Feel free to use.
I low-key was worried that we were going to get like food poisoning.
Yeah, me
Because
too.
like that's a fruit that like my ancestors have probably never eaten. And so like my body interacting was just like,
Context: the fruit is called Monstera deliciosa. It's a fruit. I don't know where it's from. I saw it on a YouTube short of a girl eating it, and she's like, "Oh, it's ripening," and she opens it. She's like, "Wow, it tastes like strawberry. It tastes like coconut. It tastes like banana. It tastes like candy, and like all these." I'm like, "Whoa, that sounds sick." And she's like, "Yeah, just make sure like it's ripe because if you don't eat it when it's ripe, it'll feel like there's needles in your throat." I'm like, "Oh my god, that's awesome!" And I got a pre-order 6 months ago. I forgot about it. I forgot I bought it. A box comes in and there's just like hay in it. I'm like, did someone just ship us an animal? Like, what's in this? And I open it up and I just see like a little fruit just like sitting in there. And there's like 3.
do you think like not many of that fruit is grown? Or do you think it's like really, really popular in like one area?
I have no idea. I didn't look up any history on it. I just heard like it's a toxic fruit, but tastes like candy. I'm like, I'm in.
When you showed it to me, it looked like moldy corn that like became like it evolved so much that it like kills all predators.
Yeah, it's like a bunch. It was like hexagons, like
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
like coating it, and then once it ripens, the hexagons like just fall off. You literally just tap the fruit and they just like fall off. That's the right part. You eat that, and then like what she did was like she tapped it, ate the top part, and like put it in her cabinet. She's like, I can't wait to eat more tomorrow. I'm like, that's so weird.
Something in me, like innately, when I saw that fruit, was like, "Don't eat that." Like
Yeah.
I literally, my first instinct was like, "Oh, I'm not supposed to eat this. I'm not supposed to eat this." And it took me so long to take a bite because my whole nature was like, "This is gonna kill me," and I thought it was the most disgusting fruit I've probably ever had.
Yeah, even when I ate it, like it tasted good to me, but I was so scared eating. Like I'm paranoid the whole time.
Yeah.
That I'm like, constantly checking on myself. I'm like, is my throat fine? Why are my lips stinging? Why are my lips hot? But like, it didn't feel worth it. But I'm glad I tried it.
I will say I like watched John eat it, and I didn't like wait very long to eat it after. So it would have been really scary if like John died.
Yeah.
No, I'm like no. Like John ate it, and I was like 5 seconds. Oh, let me try some. Oh, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
It tasted like good. I wouldn't like go out of my way to like get it, but I would like if it was at a party.
Yeah.
I would eat it.
And so I was like, yo, we got Monstera.
I'm like, oh my god, John showed me this. I would try it.
To me, it tasted like Runts, like the candy that you had when you were a kid, and it's like all of the fruit flavors in a packet, and they're like super artificial tasting.
This is really gross, but the only time I ever ate Runts was my mom used to take me to the bank. And you know, like those candy machines, like they have candy there probably for like 20 years, and you get a quarter from the bank, and you get Runts. But I always do the banana ones away, so it's like 1/5 of them you don't even like.
Yeah, the banana ones were gross. I don't blame you. And so was the candy from those things.
Yeah.
Literally disgusting.
Yeah, I'm
but
surprised I didn't die.
we're children, so
Yeah, they're super stale and they're like cracking a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's really gross.
I've been in sunlight. Yeah.
Can you
yeah.
describe the taste of the fruit?
It tasted like artificial coconut banana strawberry mix.
That is true. It was like a little artificial.
it was like
Super
that.
artificial.
That's funny. To me, it tasted like banana pineapple, but like watered down banana pineapple.
The most like it tasted the most like pineapple to me. If I had to pick like one of those
Oh.
fruits, the most I was like, oh, there's for sure pineapple in here. But it
How
might
is
just
it
be
that
'cause
this is all
pineapple's-
tasting different to us? We
That's
all have a
crazy,
different
'cause
experience.
I
with this
primarily got
mystery
coconut.
fruit.
I got
Same.
like coconut pineapple.
Mine was like coconut powered with like banana. Now that you say pineapple, I'm like, yeah, it definitely did taste like pineapple, but mostly coconut.
Yeah, I was like a blue and black dress kind of guy.
Yeah.
I'm with you. I didn't taste coconut.
I did not taste.
We'll have to get
coconut.
another one.
I hate coconut.
No,
if I
we
could
don't have to
taste
do
it,
that.
yeah, we need another one.
6 months from
Like
now.
6 months. Yeah.
6 months from now. All right.
Oh, good.
I had a more ripened one on my stream, and it was like super ripe. Like it was like a little too old at the top. I had to like eat the bottom part.
It's
I
weird to
I
me.
forgot about it, and it tasted more like strawberry.
It's weird to me though that fruit. It feels like you have to wait for it to like not be ripe, and then you
Yeah.
eat it, or like it
Yeah.
has like a protective layer, and you have to wait for it to die
Yeah.
before you eat it.
Wait, yeah, like it needs to oxidize
Yeah.
and just like die off so
Yeah.
it doesn't poison you.
The texture was also horrible. I don't think we talked
Oh,
about
yeah.
that part
Banana,
yet, but it was
banana texture.
yeah, but
It was,
like
like,
the
mushy.
mussiest banana you've ever had in your life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lucy.
I know. I was just really hoping that because Sean was talking at the same time, no one was going to hear the fact that I said mushy weird.
I'm sorry. I heard it.
I think your lisp is cool.
Sean has been doing nothing but attacking me today. He made fun of my bangs. He doesn't know.
Okay,
I know.
as a guy, so I'm growing out my hair,
Okay.
and like I'm going for like pirate core. Okay.
Great. Okay.
Johnny Depp. I just watched Pirates of the Caribbean with you guys for the first time.
Yeah, yeah.
Inspired. Okay. Sydney comes in. She's like, something fringe bangs. I'm like, oh, like fringe bangs. Like fringe to me sounds like messy, like unorganized, but like cool. Like you know when John does his hair, it's
That
like
is
messy
not
bedhead.
how you said it.
Okay.
He was like, so like, what are fringe bangs? They're like, as I'm like styling my fringe bangs, he goes, so what? They're like uneven and messy.
But like in a cool way, like bedhead.
Sydney doesn't even have fringe bangs right now.
Well, no, because they were fringe, and I moved them to be curtain because of this fucker.
Wait, can you
What, Sean?
don't let me make you guys insecure? I think it's cool. Like
Fringe bangs there's many styles of fringe bangs. Basically,
messy
fringe bangs
bedhead.
is just when bangs sit right here on top of your forehead. That's it.
Oh.
No
They
spread.
just straight down
They could be
and-
super thick. They could be messy. They could be
If you
thin,
have
they
like
could be
a
wispy.
bowl cut perfectly here, is that fringe bangs?
Does the bowl are they bangs or is it just the entire thing is a bowl cut?
Sounds like
Can
they're
you
connected to the
expand?
bowl.
Yeah.
Okay,
In which
let's say
case,
there-
no.
Let's say there's an opening here though.
I guess.
That's fringe bangs still?
Dude, just
anything that
imagine
covers-
bangs.
I think of the
and
hair
they
from, like,
go
Chicken Run.
over that, like right here. They go over your forehead. They cover your forehead in some way, shape, or form, but they're like continuous.
Uh-huh.
That's fringe bangs. But they come in different styles.
Like messy bedhead. is
Yeah,
one.
there could be
Okay.
messy, wispy, thick, whatever. Fringe. Sydney right now has curtain bangs, in case anyone's curious.
Curtain
I was
bangs.
curious. So yeah,
So that makes
I've learned a lot.
Curtain bangs make sense to me.
yeah.
This is like a curtain.
I have curtain bangs.
Yeah, makes
Yeah.
sense. Makes
John
sense.
has like maybe like a little bit of fringe bang going on, but not really because he doesn't have bangs. But you know what I mean, like that.
Yeah,
idea.
yeah, he's like almost fringe bangs.
cool.
Yeah.
I'm getting there.
Yeah.
Talking a lot about hair today.
Yeah. Who else's hair is exciting?
Who else's hair is exciting?
Yeah.
Okay. Who has exciting hair?
Jimmy Neutron.
say it. Oh, you know what?
It's banger.
That goes pretty hard.
This is like soft serve ice cream.
It is.
Wait, would you rather be in jail for 5 years or be in a coma for a decade?
Oh. Coma.
What?
Jail.
I would get
Ew.
so buff in jail.
Same. That's what I'm thinking about. I'm like 5 years. I'm gonna be so bored. I'm just gonna be doing fitness the whole time and just.
If I could learn a trade in jail, like if I went to a good jail where they like try and rehabilitate
The
you,
Beverly Hills
I'm
jail.
in. But if they're not, like if I'm in a bad jail,
I'm assuming
where
it's
they
a
like
regular
treat
jail.
me horribly and they don't give me ways to rehabilitate, which I would say is most jails in the United States
Yeah.
of America, I would not want to be in jail, and I would rather be in a coma.
I heard some jails teach the prisoners how to code. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, wait, that's
Wait,
such a
what?
useful like skill to teach them.
Yeah. Or they have like yoga or like all sorts of other stuff. There's also the chance that I wake up from my coma knowing another language, or like I can play an instrument or something like that. So I'm willing to take that chance.
What's the percentage of that?
Probably super low.
That's just like a superpower unlocked. Like, wait, I always knew Spanish. Well, I've heard of that though.
Yeah, like you can wake up from a coma just like having learned something entirely new.
Wait, that's crazy.
And I think that sounds pretty cool. It probably wouldn't happen, but at least I'm just like not conscious for 10 years.
That makes me think that we're just like we are in a simulation though, but we're not
Yeah.
in a simulation.
Yeah, and then like the programmer was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll give Sydney some piano skills.
But it's like we all already
listening?
know the languages.
Huh?
Like that's why when you're in a coma and you wake up, you like know Spanish, but you've known it all along.
I lost.
Next topic.
Oh, you're cooking. I understood what you were saying.
See, she gets it.
I did not get it. Oh, the next one's fun. Would you rather vomit on your hero or have your hero vomit on you? Are we talking like Superman, or are we talking like I got
vomited
saved
up.
from a fire and I
Your
threw up on my
hero.
firefighter?
Maybe it's up to
That's your
interpretation.
hero? I threw up on my mom before.
Oh, your mom's your hero?
That
Yeah.
was really
That's
that was
cute.
really sweet.
Yeah.
My mom's never thrown up on me though.
Okay.
So
So you'd rather throw up on your hero?
Yeah, she's cool with it. She's like, oh, that sucks, but whatever. Yeah.
Okay.
Trying to think who my hero would be. If not parents, it would be. You go, Sydney.
Okay, well, I'm gonna take it. Usually when I hear hero, I think of like Superman. So if Superman saved me, I was like falling from a skyscraper and he came and he swooped me up, I'd rather puke on him, because if he puked on me, I'd be like, why the fuck are you puking? Because like you're Superman, you know what I mean?
His puke might also kill you.
That's
You never
true.
know. Like he might
That's
have
so
super
true. It's like
unhuman
acid puke.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather puke on my hero, I think. And if I was like about to die, I think everybody would understand me puking afterwards.
There.
No one understands Superman puking. So I think that would be weird.
Yeah, I think he's dying because I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm thinking he's immune to everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. He
It's
probably just ate
unacceptable.
that fruit though, but it was like not ripe.
You gotta wait, man. So impatient.
I think if it wasn't my parents, I'd be okay throwing up on Leonardo the turtle. And then like he's my hero, but I'm like, sorry, dude.
I'd be okay with that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
I let Michael Cera throw up on me. Is that the guy from Superbad Juno?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I just wanted to double check.
Michael Cera is also my hero. I agree.
So would you let him puke on you?
I'd let him
Yeah.
puke on me, but I wouldn't want to puke on him.
I would not want to puke.
He's
on
a
Like,
him.
you don't
special
wanna,
case
like,
though.
change your
I agree
opinion.
with that.
Like you don't want them to like look down on you.
Yeah, I don't want Michael
Yeah.
Cera to be like, oh, this bitch is weird.
Yeah.
So
Like he wouldn't get mad. But he's like, oh, that sucks.
yeah, he
You-
would never
are-
hang out
are-
again.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
I gotta go clean this up.
I don't want to do that. I feel like I've seen in so many like movies and TVs, you know, when like people are like hooking up and then they just like vomit on each other. That's like one of my biggest fears. Like, what if you're just kissing someone and then you just vomit on them?
The thing, I'm like, I feel like I would have it. I would know it's coming. Like I'd be like,
Well, that's
I would
how I
push
feel
them.
too.
Maybe
but
they're,
it
like,
happens
super
so
drunk,
often
though.
in like in movies that I'm like, it must be an experience for people to do this.
I feel that's if you're like really nervous, really anxious, you would throw up.
I feel
If you,
like I've always known. Like I'll be in bed and I'll be like, I'm gonna puke in 5 seconds, and I start like fast walking to my bathroom.
That's true.
Like I just feel that the smallest amount of saliva coming, I'm like, that's
And you know, yeah.
Yeah, I
It's
would say I
happening.
always know. It's never a surprise. Like I tell you guys, like whenever we go to parties, I tell you guys like a solid 10 minutes in advance, like, guys, find the bathroom. Tell me if there's a line. Please bring me a bag. I'm not gonna be able to move. And if I can, I'm gonna sprint to the bathroom.
Yeah, you have good comms when you're about to vomit.
Yeah.
Very good comms.
Very good comms.
And then like if I like throw up in front of you guys, I'm like, oh, trust me, like I'm gonna throw up right now. It's not that big of a deal. I like throw up. But if you guys see me like run into the forest, it's bad. I'm gonna like projectile vomit. So I'm just like, you guys don't want to see this. So I like sprint away. I've just learned to accept. I either throw up now or I just feel bad for the rest of the night.
Yeah, I wish I could puke like that because it's always like I'll tell Jody, I'm like, oh my god, I feel like shit, like I feel so bad, like I'm gonna puke, and she's like, just puke, and I'm like, I can't, like I'm not like you guys, like you guys are champs. You will go, like Sean will be like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna go puke. He goes to the bathroom for like 5 minutes, comes back and is like, what's up? Like I feel great. I'm like, that is so not me. When I go puke, it is like always projectile. It's always really aggressive. There's like stuff coming out of my nose. I'm crying. I'm sweating. Like I don't ever just like pretty puke and then go back to party. I can't. Yeah. I wish that I could though, because sometimes it's all I need.
It's probably better you don't though, because like when I come back, I'm like, fuck yeah, let's keep partying. And then I like drink again. I'm like, oh, I have to throw up again. Like my body's like, dude, we just went over this. Like obviously you're drinking poison. Like we're gonna do this again. I'm like, yeah.
That's fair.
I'm the same as Sean. Like I feel like a phoenix.
Rising from the ashes.
Like no, seriously. Like I'm like dead for like 30 minutes. I go real quick a bit, and then I come back, and I'm just good as new.
John just comes out the bathroom. He's like radiant. So everyone the party's like, whoa.
As soon as I come out of the bathroom, I'm like, what are we doing next? Where are we going?
Yeah.
Wait, I'm so curious. Like so when you guys puke, it literally just like comes out nicely and then you just move on?
I wouldn't say it's nice.
Not nice, but like if I'm sick, I'll get like the nose thing that you're talking about. If not, I feel like I got good control.
I would say I'm just like probably more like shameless. Like I go into the bathroom, I kind of scope like, okay, there's like 5 people in the men's bathroom. I'm kind of like, okay, listen, like I'm gonna wait till there's like 2 people. I'm just gonna throw up. Everyone's gonna hear me, but it's like everyone's gonna understand. Like it's not a party unless I throw up. I go into the stall, do my thing. Sometimes the guy will be like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, flush the toilet.
Wait, this is happening at parties. Like you guys are puking and then you're rallying. And
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Okay,
Wait,
I've
I feel like
never
we've
done
seen
that.
Sean.
I've never done that. No, he doesn't drink more after. I've never seen him drink
Oh,
more
I've
after.
never seen you drink more after.
I've
seen you
had to
party after.
run to a janitor at the club and be like, hey man, I need a trash can in 30 seconds. And then he's like, hands me a trash bag. And I've run to Sean and he's sitting at the table and he just pukes surrounded by, I don't know, 10 other people. And then he gets to be like, cool, all right. Like, all right, man. But I've never seen him drink more after.
Yeah.
That is actually crazy.
I can drink more.
I've never
It's
seen
like
you-
reset.
Yeah.
Oh my god, my worst one was the airport. Was it Vegas?
I did. Yeah, I remember.
That was so weird. I have no idea what that was.
Was that after EDC? Or was that after
I think it was just a Vegas trip.
Vegas birthday
I think
trip?
it was your birthday party.
Yeah, it was my birthday trip.
Yeah, it was just your Vegas birthday, and then
You made John drink till he puked on your birthday?
I don't know. I felt fine in the morning, but as soon as I got in the Uber and we got to the airport, I was just pale. I puke outside of the airport. I go inside the airport. And Jody's like, "You're still pale," and I'm like sweating. I'm like, "What's going on?" I have to puke again, to the point where I legit had an escort security guard. As I asked him like, "Where's your trash can? I need to puke." And he's looking at me. He's like, "You're pale. Yeah, follow me." And like he just like escorted me to the trash can. I'm going to do check-in, and then he's like helping me. he's like, yeah, just shoes there, and then like I'll walk you through to the next trash can. I'm like, oh my god, yeah, it was just bad.
It sounds
Probably
like you have like
used to
food
it.
poisoning or alcohol poisoning.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
I've never experienced that.
It's painful, right?
Yeah.
Like you're throwing up when you have nothing. It just hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it.
Drink responsibly.
My favorite puke story is we went out in like K-Town or something like that, and we're driving home, and Jody already gets like giga car sick. So before we get in the Uber, she's like, "I'm just warning you guys, there is a chance that we have to pull over." And we're like, "Okay, we'll like ask the Uber driver." We get like not far, like literally we're in the car for like 3 minutes, and she's like, "Yeah, we need to pull over." So we ask the Uber driver. She gets out of the car, runs to an elementary school, pukes.
Whoa. I would just like to clarify. I got dropped off in front of an elementary
true.
school. Okay,
You got
it was
dropped
the
off in
closest
front of it.
patch of dirt.
She's hella far. She's like, elementary school. That's where I throw up.
No, he pulls over. We're in front of an elementary school. I remember projectile vomiting and looking up. There's like a sunflower painted on the building or something.
Oh, I remember that painting. Because
Yeah.
we drove by it later and you're like, I remember that painting.
Yeah.
Yes, we drive by it often. Like
Yeah.
basically every time we go through K-Town, we
Yeah.
drive past it. I'm like, that's where Jody puked.
Yeah, but I puked. It was a pretty puke. I got back in the car. I was good to go.
Yep.
If I'm the Uber driver and I see that, I'm like, thank God that didn't happen in my car.
Yeah. He was really cool about it too. Like he seemed to not care at all.
Thank God.
Which was nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, but he's probably like better in that
Yeah.
little patch of dirt on the elementary school than my car.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm just always afraid of like bringing it up because I'm like, if the Uber driver denies me here, but I want to get home so bad, but I also don't want to puke. I'm not going to puke in his car. But
Yeah.
I'm afraid he's like, sorry, I can't drive you.
Yeah. Oh, like kicks you out.
He
after
just kicks
get-
you out. He just cancels. He's like,
That
sorry,
happens all the time in Vegas. Like if you
Oh, I
seem
wouldn't
kind of
do
like
it.
nauseous, the Uber driver's like, oh no, I'm not gonna take you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure they have like horror stories
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
like weird passengers.
Also, they're in like that, you know, like in Vegas on the strip, you're just like in traffic nonstop.
Yeah.
Like the
Yeah.
cars are just always like, you're just moving like this.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Speaking of Vegas, TwitchCon is in Vegas next month.
Oh wait, true.
How exciting. Wow.
Uh,
you guys there?
I'm in a tournament.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if it's announced, but
He's
I,
not in a
He's-
tournament.
but I, don't, or
does.
I think I can say I'm in a tournament. I don't know if it's announced for what game,
Okay.
but
That's fair.
yeah, it's gonna be my first LAN in front of people.
Fun. You'll have to let us know when. So
Are
we
you
can come
good at
watch.
this game?
Average,
Average.
not compared to the other players.
Okay.
This makes me really. I'm like, what?
I know, I
game
wanna
is John
know.
not good at? He's average. at
I feel
it.
like I
I know. I also.
I feel like I know.
I
Wait,
won't say
I feel like I have to
but
gauge the skill. How good would you say you are at Mario Kart? Like average?
John is above
Yeah.
average for sure.
No,
at
but I need
Mario
to
Kart.
hear. No, but I need to hear John's
Oh,
perception, so I know
I
like
understand.
the level.
Okay, that one's different. I would say I'm average at that, but like that's a
You're average at Mario Kart?
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'd say you're average.
He's gonna roll up. It's gonna be a League of Legends. He's just challenging.
He just challenged, beat up these kindergartners.
In rank level, like say Valorant rank level, I would say I'm probably gold plat in this game, and everyone else is probably Radiant.
Okay, but what
I
are your,
think I know what game.
But yeah,
it's
anyway.
the game you tried to make us play yesterday, but we didn't play. But I was down to play.
Slappy Ball?
It's not Slappy Ball.
You guys want to play Slappy Ball?
I want to play.
I'm down to
it.
play Slappy Ball. I'm down.
Volleyball is my favorite sport, and Hamburger Helper I've never had, but it looks delicious.
I don't know if the viewers know. I have an addiction to shitty games on Steam. I literally just go to Discovery, and just look at newly uploaded multiplayer games. And to the point now, my recommended is just like Slappy Ball, and like that was just a recommendation.
So if you're an indie game designer out there and you want to like advertise your game, go to twitch.tv/Masayoshi.
Throw it at me. Oh my god, I'll click any link.
Some of them really stick. Like
Yeah,
you
some of them
found
are hella
Sean's favorite game ever.
Robot Roller Derby Disco Dodgeball.
Banger.
That
I
game.
have that installed to play because I missed it,
That
and I'm
game is
waiting
so
to
good.
play it.
That game has a killer soundtrack and mechanics are just competitive enough for me, but I'm like, I'm in.
The only thing is we couldn't make a private lobby. Like if we could make private lobbies, because random people were joining, and they're just smurfing on us.
But
Like
that's also
Yeah.
a word to the devs, like make custom lobbies so then like all the streamer friends can play.
I don't think they update the game ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's been sitting there since
I think
2015.
that was like a one and done game. Like a bunch of friends made it and like, all right, peace.
Yeah. I feel like I got it like that was like it's 6 years old or something, and I don't think they've updated it for a
It
couple.
was so good.
It's so good.
That game was really good.
But there's like so many other like Chivalry 2 could be
oh
insane.
my god!
Oh,
Wait,
banger.
they
It
have
could
to-
be the next esport.
They have to have devs on that. That is gonna be the next Among Us. If they can make Chivalry 2 like teams of 10 and you go to war like that,
ranked
that's Among
like
Us.
imagine ranked BGs in like WoW, but in Chivalry 2.
Yeah.
Like oh my god.
Chivalry 2. Also, if I played Chivalry 2 in VR, I would like break everything in my room.
Yeah.
It would be worth it.
That's my ideal VR experience. So I've tried VR a couple of times now and I've never enjoyed it. I thought I was gonna like love Beat Saber. I ended up hating it, and like I'm just like, oh, I want to play a game in VR. But if I play VR, I want to like pretend like I'm swinging a sword or like I'm actually shooting a bow or
might
something like that.
You might like the rock bending game that came out.
Rock Band?
Rock
Bending.
rock bending. It's
Like
1v1
airbending, firebending, rock bending.
Rock bending.
It's a 1v1 rock bending game, and you can only learn more rock bending by climbing your elo. So like you only learn like how to like you have to hold the controllers and you have to like twist your arm to like throw rocks
This
at
is
each other.
Broden's favorite VR game.
Yeah, so
you do like signs like element things to.
you can like
Wait,
raise
this
you can
sounds
raise
so
wall and you jiggle and you throw a rock and you move and then throw another rock like, and then when you climb ranks
this
you can
game.
like you can push your like after you raise the wall you can push it at them, and then they can break it with a rock like it just.
Wait, that's so brilliant though. Like they should have all bending. Like I know
Yeah.
this is like a specific, but Avatar needs to make their own VR game.
Yes,
so
no,
I can.
yeah, 100%.
That sounds fucking lit.
Their Korra game was hot ass. I tried that, but
Their what game? Horror.
Korra. Legend of
Korra.
Korra made a single player game, and the best part about it was the PvP bending. You're playing against bots, but if they made that a competitive mode, it would be so fun.
They had a Avatar game growing up that was pretty fun. It wasn't VR, but it was a. Did anybody play that?
Is it an Xbox game?
Anybody? Maybe.
I
don't know,
remember
but
seeing this. Like Aang is on the cover, but I never played it.
Avatar.
I was really into like on console games. I was really into like Star Wars. Something about like deflecting bullets back and killing someone. I'm like, oh, that's sick.
Yeah,
And then like Jedi's are kind of like samurai. to
you
me.
would like Samurai Gun then. Samurai.
You've piqued my interest.
It's more of a couch game. Samurai Gun is.
What's a couch game?
I was on the
It's
Like
only
Halo?
It's like only it's like LAN only.
Oh, okay.
But it's 4 players. Everyone has 1 bullet, and you're in a dash. You can like dash, and then you just swing each other with samurai swords. But you can deflect the bullet.
Oh,
So it's like a lot of clutch scenarios where like you're trying to swing each other and you're pairing their hit, and you're trying to hit him, and you try to cheese him with a bullet, and then he hits the bullet back, and it hits him. Like it just
this sounds like Guns of the Duel, but
Yeah.
like but more like high risk into the shot.
yes. You remember like Towerfall,
No,
the archery game?
Oh yeah.
It's similar to like that.
Oh, I
aesthetic.
love that.
Yeah. So it's like it feels similar to that, except like a little faster pace.
You would like that game.
I've not heard of either of these two.
So VR, I'm similar to you, where like VR is just like not there yet.
Yeah.
Like I'm waiting until VR is like either deep dive or like just better.
Yeah. I like want to plug up to the network and Black Mirror and you know
Live
what
your
I mean?
second life.
Live my second life.
Then play Grand Theft Auto and
Exactly.
become a pizza delivery driver.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I found the cover. This was it. Did anybody play this?
that's not the one I
Nah.
was thinking of.
No? It was on the Wii. It was hella fun. And I'm going to be honest, don't remember what you did, but I loved it. And apparently there's a new one on the Switch.
Oh.
Yeah. Still not VR.
There's
but
so many Switch games. I need to set up my Switch. I feel like there's so many like fun Switch games we could play. I
there's
just
a
poked
new
myself in the eye.
Switch coming out, right?
I'm
I feel like that was like something that got leaked.
I don't know.
Like a week ago
I
or
don't-
something.
I don't work with Nintendo.
a new Switch.
A new Switch, yeah. I remember Scara saying something like that there's a pretty credible leak about a new version of the Switch coming out, and they have photos of it. But yeah, it was just a leak, so it's a chance that it's like not real.
It would make sense though. I feel like when did the Switch come out? Like 5?
A long
A
time
while
ago.
ago.
And
And
the Wild came out, which was what?
2016?
That was when we were in college, right?
Yeah,
we
I
were in
feel-
college when it came out. I do remember. So 2016, maybe like 2017.
Yeah,
don't
something
really
like
know.
that. It's been a while though, and the only real update that they've done to it was like adding the light versions of it.
Yeah.
But my biggest issue with the Nintendo Switch is that like I have a Steam Deck now too, and I used to play PSP, and so I've had like a couple different handheld devices. The Switch for me feels like a toy.
Yeah.
Like I hold the Steam Deck and I'm like, oh yes, like this is gonna play Elden Ring, you know what I mean? And it does, and like it just feels like hefty in
Yeah.
my hands. When I'm touching a Switch, I feel like it's just like plastic that's gonna break, and I don't like the way it feels.
I like the weight of it, but yes, it feels like I can just very easily snap it.
Yeah,
But I
can
think that's
just
what
break
they
it in
go
half.
for though, right?
Yeah, it's
I
just
think
not my style.
that DS portability.
Well, I think
But
the Switch is also like supposed to be like a little bit weaker than like the Xbox
Yeah.
and the PlayStation and the Steam like equivalents. Like those are more like computers.
Yeah.
I just wish they had both. Like I wish I could have like
That would actually be
the
a good
portable
idea.
one, and then like my a Nintendo like you could put in the base and leave in there, but you could also like do mobile if you want.
I agree with that.
But it's not as much portability.
Have you guys ever played the Nintendo Switch cardboard games?
No,
Dude, that is so creative.
Yeah.
You like build
like
stuff out
the
of cardboard.
Nintendo
Yeah.
Labo. Yeah, that is
I'm like
cool.
surprised that they can make something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a good idea.
Yeah, because the only Nintendo console that's out right now really is the Switch.
Yeah.
I'm like, You're saying you want like something more powerful that's
Well,
like
he wants the
maybe
one-
permanently docked.
You could
Like he wants
permanently
the
Yeah.
option. You could just buy the heavy lifting one,
Yes.
or like the light one.
That's what I want too.
Yeah.
Because I want to be able to plug up like Breath of the Wild or something like that and it look like I'm playing on a Steam Deck.
Yeah.
And then when I have my portable Switch, then it's like fine.
Do you care more about the aesthetic of like how like hefty it is?
No, I mean like kind of. It's not the most important thing, but like I like the way the Steam Deck feels.
Yeah.
Like it just feels like a fucking computer.
Yeah.
And then, like,
the portable
this-
laptop.
Yeah, the Switch just feels like a toy to me.
I would say Nintendo's quirky though. Remember when you
Yes.
first saw like the GameCube controller for the first time?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and it's like
those buttons are all over the place. Also,
Yeah.
the N64 controller, it's like, wait, you're supposed to just have 3 hands. Like, how would you hold this?
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to know, like, from a new generation's perspective on the N64 controller, like, if they think it's a meme.
That does not make sense. Like,
Yeah.
even when I unpackaged it, I'm like, wait, what?
It's never made sense.
Like, it's like
Oh my
it looks
God.
like 2 people are supposed to play.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think there were games like that, though, right?
I like almost never use the D-pad on the left. I always use the joystick, and then my other hand's on the.
You're right, yeah.
But I never like questioned it. As a kid, I was like so young, and I'm like, oh, I guess that's just how controllers are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, there wasn't a lot of controllers, right?
Yeah. I wish there was. I mean, maybe there is a way. I actually am curious to know like new generations like perspective on everything. Like, what did they like in a video game? What did they like in like movies? What do they like in like how many similarities we have when we were kids? Because they have like so much information now.
Yeah.
When I was in high school, like Facebook just came out.
Yeah.
YouTube was just like fresh. It was just upload. Like it was not professional at all. People just upload videos from their room. But now it's like there's so much information everywhere.
Yeah. I do think it is a lot different. I mean, even like, all right, so we just took a trip to Washington. I got to see my family. Someone that I got to see was my niece, who is 9 years old. And just like listening to her speak, she is so much more adult than like I was at 9. And I
That's
thought
really
that I was
true.
mature at 9. And
Yeah.
like she just, like she's going as Deadpool for Halloween this year, which is like, why, how does a 9-year-old know Deadpool? But like she does, because there's just access to all sorts of media everywhere. And like she speaks in memes, like we speak in memes. Like TikToks that she's seen, and yeah, it's just like a
Not only that, her sense of
information.
humor.
Yes.
Her sense of humor, her information, her sense of humor is like, I thought she was like middle school, high school, like freshman high school or something. Like, it was just, she's just very aware.
Yeah.
Do you think that she is an outlier or the norm?
I think that I don't think she gets more screen time than the average kid.
Because I just was watching a bunch of random TikToks on like 7th, 8th grade teachers, and they were showing their spelling bee results. And people like can't spell, basically. 7th graders cannot spell like promise, connection. Really like generally simple words you would know
Yeah.
by 7th, 8th grade. I don't know.
Oh, autocorrect
Well,
is.
that's because yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, autocorrect.
No, it's just autocorrect. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, for me, it's like something that when I was like learning coding, for example, and like this is similar, is just like if I have access to like look something up, I don't ever need to like really learn it because I like can just I have the tool now. Like I don't have to ever learn like quick math because I just have a calculator.
Yeah.
So it's like why I'd rather like learn something else type of thing. But like yeah, they will lose like other like basic functions that we have.
Yeah.
But they kind of like it's like a trade off. They get something else somewhere else. But
Their fundamentals are weak, but their intermediate and advanced stuff is insane.
exactly.
Yeah.
Playing gaming terms. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they'll never make it past the tutorial, but they'll do great in ring.
Yes, it's gonna be insane.
Well,
How-
Sydney brought up, oh, no, go ahead.
I think we were gonna say the same thing.
Where I was going to say, well, Sydney brought up the Seattle trip. So
Yes.
tell me more about the Seattle trip.
Yeah.
I was in Seattle, so we went to Seattle, and then we met Sydney's friends. We met Jody's friends. They seem like a lot more like normal than my friends. Like your guys' friends seem like friends I would see on like TV, and like that's what I thought high school was gonna be like.
Yeah.
My high school experience was super different. I grew up in Silicon Valley. It was like super techy. It felt like everyone was more like carbon copy, but a lot of your guys' friends kind of seem like they were people that I would like see in like Friends the show, but not as like. Well, yeah, kind of like Friends the show. Like they're very like funny. They have like their own like quirky energy. Like you can tell like they have their life. Like they're super different. Like all of your guys' friends are really different from each other, but like they just like work well together type thing.
Yeah, this is pre-Friends before they were like 30. They're like in their mid-20s.
Yeah,
Like this is
yeah.
Yeah, it does feel like that.
Yeah.
Just playing cards in the rain, going to board game shops,
Mini golf.
mini golf. Jody loved that.
Yeah.
Jody loves mini golf.
You should take her more often.
For the
Will
record,
do.
I do not like mini golf. But I
felt
like
so
the
bad.
vibes. I just don't like the game. Not without doxing. Did you guys seeing me and Sydney like in our hometown? Is it the hometown that you expected? Like when you imagine me and Sydney's hometown, does it look like that? Because Sydney and I went home and we were like, "Oh my God, we are small town girls." We didn't really realize how small town we were. And
I did
then
not.
we came to the big city.
I expected a little bit more city. But I think I was just like imagining my area. Like my hometown feels like a little small town, but like there's like still some city stuff. But yours just feels like farmer hangout.
We got one store.
Yeah, one store.
Well, I think yours is even smaller than mine.
Oh yeah, mine is way smaller than
Yeah.
yours.
Taco time.
Which we didn't have, which is devastating.
I was promised taco time.
Like, I think if I had to pick one between us having Dick's and us having taco time, we should have had taco
I
time.
agree. I'm with you.
True.
I
Dix
have
is good,
regrets.
but like
I think Dix is pretty good.
It is good, but like taco time is
taco
just
time is different.
We'll just gotta go
It's just
back.
different.
We go back. We
So
go back to
different.
Washington. I love the weather in Washington though. Very nice. I would say being able to meet your family and also Jody's family, just like it's just so cool to see the perspective or like the upbringing. I don't know, just like seeing the similarities is just like funny.
Yeah,
to
the
me.
similarities are cool.
It's just so funny to me.
Do you think I'm similar to my family?
To your dad, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
to be fair, I do think I'm the most similar to my dad. I guess my first thought was my sister. And I was like, me and my sister are nothing
No,
alike.
I wouldn't say you two are like.
But I like also the polar opposite of sisters. Like she's just talking to everyone.
Yeah.
Like there's a random dude. Can I pet your dog? He's like, yeah, here. And then it's like talking about the dog.
Wait, that was my favorite thing about Seattle. Everyone is like talkative, and not like in an annoying way, but everyone's talkative and like we cross paths, and it could be a truck driver, it could be like someone at a store, they'll like compliment you or something, and then you just like say like, oh, thank you, and you have like a small chit chat, and then you're done.
Yeah.
But I like that. Everyone's like super friendly.
It's the beauty of life, man. I would say somebody asked me like, what's the biggest cultural difference between Washington and California? And my answer was the same. I was like, people are generally really friendly in Washington, except for that one coffee shop worker that we don't ever talk about anymore.
Yeah.
I framed Jody, that to be fair, but like it was a joke. It was
So,
a joke,
wait.
and then she joined in. Like she didn't get the joke, and then like it went all.
I'm at the cash register. I come over and you guys are leaving. Like, let's get out of here. What happened?
Okay. so
Okay, yeah, go
I'll,
ahead,
I'll
Sean.
go first, and then Jody will continue because I
Wait,
left.
can I go first?
Okay. Yeah.
So I walk, we go to this coffee shop, we go in, there's this nice lady with pink hair that's taking our order, and she is being so kind to me. Like, she's like, oh my God, like, cute bag, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, I love your hair. And chatting, like, Seattle, what are you doing? And I'm like, oh, I had a good day. We went to the farmer's market, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, nice. I had to get my coffee and I leave. And then
And then I'm second in line. I order my coffee or whatever. I pay for it, and I'm signing for my credit card. And then Jody looks over and she like jokingly says like, "I'm gonna steal your signature." And then I turn to her and say, "Oh my God, she's gonna steal something." And then I like kind of get my call. I don't even know that I'm not even trying to say it to like frame her. I'm just like saying it just to Jody as a joke. Like no one else is like really supposed to hear it, but I just talk loud. Get my coffee and I like go over to this table. I will have to continue, but now Jody goes.
Yeah, the bit is basically, Sean, I'm going to steal your signature. And Sean's like, don't do that. Don't steal my signature. And we're like giggling. We're laughing.
Yeah.
I get up to the cash register and I haven't seen anyone else's interaction. I go like, oh my God, I love your hair. It's really beautiful, pink, vibrant.
Yeah.
And she's like, thanks. Are you distracting me to steal something? And I go, what? I was like, huh? Oh, just his signature. And she was mad at me, and I didn't know what to do other than just be like, no, I'm not stealing anything. It was a joke between friends. And then I grabbed my coffee, and we had to go. I had to leave. Also, they were really mad at us because we wanted to put the tables together, and someone said it was fine, and then one of the coworkers was like, that's not fine. So we left. It was a really terrible experience. But other than that,
She was
That was
so
a-
passive aggressive.
yeah, that part super pissed me
So
off.
I came back and I asked the girl with pink hair, I'm like, oh, hey, like we need a table that fits like a good amount of us, like 8. So there's this table that kind of blocks the bathroom. I'm like, hey, can I move this table? And she's like, yeah, you can move it, but don't block the bathroom. I'm like, okay, well, my mom, like, it's already blocking the bathroom. So like, I'm going to move it slightly. And then as I'm moving it, this other girl who works there comes over and she's super mad at us. She's like, don't move the table. I'm like, okay, but I just asked if I can move the table. And she's like, if the table could have moved back to where you're trying to move it, we would have done it. I'm like, guys,
I was ready to throw my coffee.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah, we had to go. We had to
Vibes
leave.
are off.
I
And then we
stole
went to go see
something.
the
We tried to
troll.
move the table.
And then we saw the troll.
Then we saw the Seattle troll.
We did indeed. We did see the
So
Seattle troll.
sick.
It was way bigger than I thought it would be.
Before we go to the troll, it was just funny because I was last in line. And I'm like kind of smiling, like, oh, it's such a great time. Love the weather tonight. And look over, you guys are sitting at the table, like laughing and moving the table. And then I'm like, I grab my coffee and look over, and you guys are gone. I'm like, where'd they go? And I look outside, and like people seem a little tilted, a little flustered. I go outside, like, what happened? And like, let's go. We bounce. Fuck this coffee shop. I'm like,
Yeah.
whoa, I hate this coffee shop. Let's go.
Yeah.
Who are we fighting?
Yeah.
But to be fair, everyone else that I ever have interacted with in Washington is super nice, especially if it's a sunny day. Everyone's like, wow.
Which is funny because we have, I mean, within Seattle, there's this thing called the Seattle Freeze where it's like people are not nice. So that's like the general reputation of Seattle.
How long is Seattle Freeze?
It's
It's a
constant.
Oh.
It's
is
a
a constant.
concept.
Yeah. It's like we literally have a name for it. So like Southern hospitality, but the opposite.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
in the same way that people are like, oh my God, it rains all the time in Seattle. I'm like, I mean, not really, but yeah, kind of.
Yeah. I think that compared to here,
Yes.
Oh yeah.
people are way nicer and way more talkative. I think if you just like struck up a conversation with someone in like a grocery store here, they would be like, why are you talking to me?
Yeah.
But I think in Seattle, it's like socially acceptable. But then if you come from other places, I think that like sense of hospitality kicks in. Like when my sister, so you saw my sister chatting with random
Yeah.
people, right?
Wait, so I'm pretending I'm from Seattle when I go, or I'm just like, oh, I'm from San Jose?
What?
To get hospitality from people in Seattle.
Oh,
They
you-
like it if I'm from there, or they like it if I'm not from
It doesn't matter.
Oh.
It
You
doesn't
just get
matter
that.
where you're from.
It's a perk.
Okay.
I'm
being
like
in the States.
comparing it
Nice.
to different parts of the U.S.
Got
because
it,
I've
got it,
also
got it.
spent a lot of time on the East Coast where people are not very nice, but also like in the South or the Midwest because I have family there. And now I've gone with my sister, and you see her; she talks a lot. When we go to places like that, she's like made a new best friend. So I think Seattle is like the middle. And then there's like the Southern and like Midwest hospitality. And then there's LA.
So if you want to make friends, go to Seattle. Is what I learned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm surprised how like friendly everyone was.
Yeah, everyone
Oh, yeah.
keeps to themselves here in LA. Feels like
Or your
could be
pod, yeah.
there could be like friendly people, but like, I just feel like they keep to themselves. And if you do approach someone, I would say I'm also on guard here too,
Yeah.
unless like it's a coffee shop or like it is the right socially acceptable place. But like yeah, if I'm on the street, I'm like,
Yeah.
what do you want?
I think there's a
It's
decent
different.
chance if you talk to someone in LA though, they're like annoyed.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
LA.
it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'll just shut up. Yeah, sorry. Sorry.
Yes. I think it's easier to make friends in Seattle. I think it's probably easier to date in Seattle. Like, I literally think everything in comparison to all social aspects of living in LA is just a lot easier. Oh,
Unless
I
it's
agree with
Cap
that.
Hill, I will never stay there. Oh my god, that
Yeah, that's
sleep
Wait, that was sick though.
That
until it
sleep-
wasn't.
ruined my Cap Hill experience. Like, oh my god. And the fact that I'm explaining it, I'm like, okay, so context. Our last night in Washington, we're staying in Cap Hill, which is apparently the equivalent to downtown LA. Our last night there, I get a tummy ache. I can't sleep. It's now 4 a.m. I then wake up at 6 a.m. to a garbage truck outside our door. I'm like, okay, that sucks. I'm just gonna take the AC out, close the window. And then 9 in, I wake up to slamming on our glass to the ringing of a doorbell.
Spam ringing.
Spam like 5 times to hearing a yell like, damn it, and then leaving. And I'm like opening the window and I see a guy just speed walking like just away to the next house and doing the same thing to their window. I'm like, what is happening?
I'm glad you checked. I was terrified. I thought I woke up late and that's our landlord telling us to get out of the house. I'm like, looking at the call, I'm like, dude, it's like 7. Our checkout's in like 4 hours, dude.
So I look at the phone. I was like, oh, it's 9. There's no way that's a landlord. That's some crazy person. And then I freak out and I like go and run downstairs to make sure like you're chilling.
Yeah,
because
I was scared, but I was just like, I couldn't even fathom as a homeless person. I had like no idea what that could possibly be because I've never experienced anything like that.
Also, more context. Sean was sleeping in the living room, which is next to the glass door.
Right next to the front
right
door.
next to it.
I just thought it was really funny when we go to my dad's house and you're telling him the story, and like immediately he's like, "Yeah, that's Capitol Hill."
I've said it to like 3 people. They're like, Cap Hill.
Yeah, it is
That's
Cap Hill.
I'm like,
So,
what?
I used to live there. Like I lived in Capitol Hill, and the shit that I have seen and experienced, and just like all of it is such a mess. One time, okay, so there were really bad riots in Capitol Hill. So I'm living there during the riots. I don't go because I don't really feel safe at those kind of things, obviously.
Valid.
Yeah. The tear gas from the riots is so bad that I have all of my windows sealed shut with like towels on them, and it's still seeping through. Like I'm in my apartment basically crying like I've cut onions. I'm like, Capitol Hill.
Cap Hill.
This place is crazy.
That is wild.
Yeah.
Everyone had the same smirk and like shake.
Yes.
Cap Hill. That's a classic.
Would you say the rent is cheaper than in Capitol Hill?
No.
It's pricey. I mean,
No.
just Seattle Bellevue, like city life is now getting really expensive.
Yeah.
That makes sense if it's like supposed to be the downtown LA
Yeah.
and like everything. I'm assuming everything is just around.
Yeah, Capitol Hill is just like a nice area to be if you're like young and you want to go out. It's like a pretty good. There's also like a lot of schools, like colleges and stuff around there.
Got it.
So and Capitol Hill has nicer parts and like less nice parts too. So
Well, your guys' downtown was super nice. Like, it looked like it was completely remodeled recently.
yes,
It's like
that
hot.
South Lake. Yeah,
Yeah.
That
was
was
different.
that was crazy even
Yeah.
for me to see.
Like, if you guys went to downtown San Jose, you guys would be like, "What, Sean? What is this?" It doesn't
I've
even.
been.
But there's like it's weird because there's like not a lot of buildings, but there are some skyscrapers, and then there's just like not a lot of people.
Interesting.
Yeah, like most people just work at like the tech companies, like Google, Microsoft, Amazon, like all of their buildings there, and then like that's it. But it's not really in downtown, so there's not really anything in downtown. We just have Winchester Mystery House, which Sydney's
best.
surprisingly been to.
too.
I've been to it twice.
Have you been to? You haven't been to Mystery Spot.
What is mystery?
Can
What
we
is
please
mystery
make
spot?
a trip?
Okay, let's go to Santa Cruz. They have a thing called Mystery Spot. I'll give you a sneak peek. You know, like sometimes you like walk into a room, but it's like slanted, but it looks straight. That's like the vibe you're gonna get at Mystery Spot. John would like it, and then the rest of us would be like, "Damn, we drove so far for this." But it's kind of cool. It's like kind of cool, but not really.
I like Santa Cruz, so I'm in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm down.
yeah,
If you think I'll like it, I'm down.
yeah. You will like it. Hell yeah. Because I think I will slightly like it.
Do we get to meet your family?
Yeah, you and your family.
Cool.
That's what I was saying is like we've done Jody's family, we got to meet my family. Now we all need to go crash someone's house for Thanksgiving.
You guys can crash my house.
Wait, let's go
Okay.
to John's. It'll
Yeah.
be fun.
We have open door policy.
Yeah, I never go home for Thanksgiving, so if we can go spend Thanksgiving at your place, that sounds nice.
My parents are. Yeah, it'll be
that
easy
sounds
family.
really fun.
Yeah, we should do it.
Be warned, my dad is he's retired now, and he has more dad jokes than I've just never heard him say this many. He's texting me them for like.
I did see.
Yeah, his emoji use is crazy.
I did see
He's
that.
learning emojis now.
Like a father.
His last joke sent to me is what's worse than waking up with a penis drawn in your face? Oh wait, what is worse than waking up with a penis drawn in your face? Finding out that it's traced. Thinking emoji. Why
Banger.
Your dad's
That's pretty
sick,
good.
bro. That's pretty good.
That's
why
pretty
do walruses love a Tupperware party? They're always on the lookout for a tight seal. Seal emoji.
Hey!
I feel like your dad looks through the emojis. He's like, banana emoji. I'm gonna go find a banana joke. And he sends it, banana emoji.
Just keep sending them. I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
keep it coming.
Infinite content, man.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, I think so. I've met your family. I think I've met everybody's family except for we've all met each other's family, but Broden.
Broden. But
Yeah,
yeah,
true.
that man just is an enigma. I don't
Yeah.
think he has a
I don't
family.
think Broden
He
has.
spawned.
Yeah, I don't
Where
think
he
Broden
spawned.
has a family.
I think he
I
spawned.
think he was made in a lab.
We met his
cloned.
sister,
Hey.
but we don't know if it's a
We don't
sister.
know.
No,
That's a sister,
he
though.
hired her.
That's a paid
Hey,
actor.
when I first met her, we walked out of a bar in London, and I'm the first one out. A girl comes up to me and says, "Hey, I don't normally do this. Is Broden in there?" And I said, "Oh, yeah," assuming it's a viewer. She wants to take a photo. She's hired.
She's a hired actress.
actor.
Anyways, Broden comes out. They hug. Hey, I'm like, wait a damn second.
Well, we met his other sister in New York too.
I wasn't there.
Oh, okay. So I've met two of his sisters.
Have you though?
How many sisters do you have?
Two.
Two.
Okay. He's
Yeah.
the brother?
No.
No, he just has two sisters.
Two sisters. But we've never met like his parents.
At
or
least his
anything
story
like
is
that.
straight. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Something's I don't know though.
Yeah. Oh.
I think
Brennan's the
he
type of
spawned.
person that like wouldn't mess up the plot though.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
He's very organized.
Yeah.
Except his sleep schedule. Other than that, solid.
Actually, though.
Solid.
All right. Thanksgiving at John's.
Thanksgiving.
Speaking of holidays, Halloween. I see that there's a Halloween topic party. I'm gonna segue into that.
Halloween.
Halloween party, guys.
Oh.
Yeah. I hate hosting parties. There's like actually nothing that gives me well, there are a lot of things that give me more anxiety, but hosting is one of the things that gives me giga major anxiety. And I'm very stressed about it, but I'm trying to be like, oh, it's not my job.
If the party sucks, it's Sydney's fault.
Yeah, I would say that Sydney like loves partying, and she's like, "Oh my god, I love partying." So if she doesn't like help us with our party, that's
Like
crazy.
she planned it. I'm actually just the hype man, and I just get people to jump in the pool. That's my job.
and I'm just to like be there and take shots.
Nice.
Yeah.
We need those.
Yeah,
We need
I'm gonna like
those.
people will be ushered in. I'll be like, "Hey man, you want a shot?" That's my job.
Yeah.
I will say we've had a lot of frat people, like friends that were in frats. Like Broden has looked at a room. I'm like, how many pizzas do you think we need here? And I'm thinking in my head like 3. He's like 5, and then make one of them like a special. Like he has the eye. He can just look at a room and like know how many bottles of alcohol is needed, how many
Broden went
cups.
to college.
Yeah, like you can spot it. He's like, we need more lights there. I'm like, I'm on it. I'm hired.
I think, yeah. So context, OTV's throwing a Halloween party, and it's gonna be a banger because all other parties haven't been bangers just yet, but they're gonna be a banger now, starting now.
Are we having a video game corner?
John.
Sorry.
Wait, that's after the party. Like we have an after party at our house.
No,
like in the basement. We
Hear
go
me
down.
out. Shrek CRT Smash Melee setup.
Oh yeah, people are gonna like that. But I'm gonna get everyone in the pool first. I'm not gonna be satisfied until every single person. I hate every party we go to. No one's in the pool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'll
Order
have
of
the pool.
operations.
100 degrees. Won't
Usher
be
people
cold.
in, take shot.
Okay.
Once drunk, jump in pool.
Yeah.
Once dry, smash tournament.
I will say, every party we have gone to, they don't announce that they have a pool, or at least unless it was like the 100 Thieves thing.
Can we call it the Halloween pool party bash?
No, because everyone's gonna come in.
Yeah, they're gonna bring
trunks.
like swimsuits and stuff because they think they're supposed to get in the pool. I say we just leave the back door open and people can beep 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 beep.
Pool party Graves would be a sick Halloween costume for that though.
We need to order a plethora of towels. That's right.
True.
I didn't use a lot. I used plethora to indicate we need a lot.
Yeah.
Well, hope it's a good party. Like, comment, subscribe for your chance to be invited.
Oh,
I like that.
One lucky commenter gets invited to the OTV party. I do like that.
I do like that.
Like I'd insta leak everything, just post it on the OTV
Or if
Twitter.
you're from Seattle, I like you, you know? Like, comment, subscribe, and say you're from Seattle. I'm not going to know.
Oh my gosh. I'm trying to look.
We missed Sean topics.
What are Sean topics?
I don't know. I've been told there is a separate set of topics that we can get access to on our phones, written by
The one and only.
Seanic.
Sean.
Okay, we got semi-excited.
I just saw an ant and I want to put the sour candy in front of it. Do you think it would kill it or it would excite it?
I'm excited.
Really?
Part of me thinks that's too much for a tiny little guy.
What adventures are you guys closed-minded to? Let me give you an example.
Okay.
Came in so strong.
Deep ocean, going down in a custom submarine, I would say I'm not down to do.
Okay,
But
agreed.
I would be down to go scuba diving pretty deep down.
I would say mostly everything in water is off limits for me. I literally had a panic attack snorkeling, so I'm just kind of uninterested.
With the ocean.
Yeah,
A river is okay.
until I get better at swimming. Yeah, probably not.
Sean, she said water. The river is water.
Yeah,
It's gonna
but
be
like
out
I
of
would
count.
whitewater raft,
Do you hear
Girl,
that?
I've done that
what?
Do you hear
before.
what she's saying?
and it's fun.
Wait, no-
She's
well,
contradicting what she's saying because I know she's going to
I don't want to be like purposefully
Submerged?
underwater with gear on. The thing that gave me a panic attack while I was snorkeling was the fact that I had something like I got claustrophobic in the mask.
But you're not afraid of like Meg.
The megalodon?
Yeah. Like
Did
if
you
we're
just-
like we're rafting.
They're close like that.
Like we're rafting.
I get you.
First
We're
name
rafting
basis with
and
the
then
Meg.
Meg. We just see Meg under us. I'm like, oh, we're dead.
No, I honestly am not afraid of Meg, especially in a river.
And you're not afraid of like the Loch Ness monster.
No, but also especially not in a river. But like I like water. Like I love water. Like I love wakeboarding or wake surfing. Very fun.
See,
I love.
so she's not closed-minded to water. She's
I'm-
closed-minded
Yeah,
to
she
death.
under-
Now that she
Underwater.
specified, I understand.
Yeah.
Yes, underwater with gear is a.
So Sean,
Okay.
you're afraid of the Meg. You're scared of
The
what's
Meg?
in the ocean
I'm only
rather
afraid of
than
Meg.
the water.
Okay.
Only
got
Meg.
it. Meg off limits. What
If there's
about
no
space?
Would you
Meg
guys
could be in space too.
would you guys
I've seen,
do,
like, a movie where
uh,
they're like space sharks, and they just like
Okay.
attack you, and like you're
Of course
floating
you've
in
seen
space.
that.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've seen a lot of movies.
would you guys do bungee jumping?
Yeah,
No.
Really?
I
I
need
would-
it as long as I see someone go first, like even skydiving, or even you eating the magical fruit. Like if someone does it before me, and I'm like,
I would rather
I'll go.
I would rather skydive than bungee jump.
Yes,
Same.
I am the same. I actually don't think I want to bungee jump, but you could convince me to skydive.
skydiving though. I've done skydiving. I thought it was whatever. Bungee jumping
That's
though,
what I've
it looks
heard.
terrifying. Well, it's because skydiving. The problem with it is 95% of the time you have your parachute out and you're just like floating with your
Floating
person.
down,
You're
yeah.
like,
You know what we
but-
should
Do you like
do?
small talk?
but it is safe. I hate that. See, so small talk. I'd rather fight the Meg than small talk with a guy for like 30 minutes on a descent down with a parachute. Because it's like so. Hey.
Mine, I guess it wasn't so bad because I was overcoming the fear of like I don't want to do this, or like it's my whole body's like don't go in the plane, and then like my whole body trying to like not jump out of the plane, but I'm like forcing him like let's just go, we just go out, let's just hop, it's gonna be over soon. But like my whole body's like trying to like fight it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then as I jumped, my body's like, idiot, what are you doing? Why are we flying right now? Like,
Wait, you've done it?
yeah,
The jump is fun though.
I did not know you'd done it.
I did it for Timmy's birthday.
Oh, that's right. You woke up at like 6 a.m. and
Yeah,
then
I
you tried to
remember
go like
this.
3 times and it didn't work. And then eventually.
Yeah, I've gone twice. First one was for his Red Bull announcement. He was supposed to do it for like he did it for his Apex. It was like he's dropping an Apex, and they have like the smoke grenades behind him. So like it's this trail.
That's so sick.
That is sick.
That's so sick.
But I went and we couldn't do it. They're like too cloudy. But there's this one guy that has so much experience that he could do it. He can go through the clouds for Timmy, so they at least get the shot on that day. And then the second time we go, it was about like we weren't gonna go again. They're like cloudy again, like out of nowhere. It's like clear skies the whole time, wave of clouds out of nowhere, and then if they can't see the landing, you're not allowed to go through it. It's just not safe. But randomly out of nowhere, a hole of cloud just opened up. Like they were telling us 90% chance you don't go today. And I'm like, well, wait, we're already here. It's our second time. His family flew out, and then it just happened. Yeah, bungee jumping, hell no though.
Yeah.
Wait, I want to try bungee jumping so bad.
I think like the whiplash when you get to the bottom
Yeah.
sounds fucking awful.
Yeah.
And like if your cord snaps, which I have seen videos of, it's like,
You guys wouldn't save me.
no.
You guys wouldn't grab.
I'm
onto the
just
cord
that
if it snapped?
selfish that
No.
You guys are so selfish. Like, oh my god.
the thing for me, I think as well, like I wouldn't want to do it. Hanging upside down sounds terrible. Like I've tried that like spine stretching thing, and I hung upside down for 5 seconds. I was like, I can't. My head hurts already.
Yeah.
Sean, what was that thing that we watched a YouTube video on that I was like, I'm going to devote my life to this? It's not like paragliding or parasailing, but it's one of those things.
Is it an ocean? It's a
No,
water thing?
you just fly.
Oh, wait, it's not the squirrel suit thing.
Not the squirrel suit. I'm basically
Like this thing?
yes. When you put
it's
your
like the
arms
Wright
up,
Brothers
hang
beginning
gliding.
thing.
Yeah, hang gliding.
that. I think it's like rather than going, I don't know, jump out of a plane or bungee jumping, we should do that because I feel like that's what you want. You want to like have the experience of flying,
Yeah.
soaring, and you know the adrenaline of that. But it also like lasts a long time.
There are places where you can do that, where you like jump off of a hill and you're flying, but then eventually, like not very far up, you're not really in danger because you're now over a beach. And so if
Yeah.
you fall, you'll just like go in sand or you just hit the water
Yeah.
and you're fine.
I've seen it so many times at the beach. When we took the trip to San Diego and we like did that hike, that was really sketchy. I don't remember if you were there. Yeah.
Oh,
Wait, where
There
that
were
mom
hangs.
almost fell
Yes.
into the
To her
pool?
fucking
my
death, yes.
god!
Um,
I forgot about the hike.
yeah, that was sketch as fuck. there were hang gliders there. It was pretty cool.
I want to hang glide very.
Oh yeah, I forgot about them. They're at the
They
at the
were
safer routes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That were like, oh no, let's go on the left side.
Yeah, that was not good.
We did a hike in San Diego, and it was labeled as beginner friendly. Was that what it was? It was like
multiple trails, and like one was harder and one was less hard, but we don't really know. And we just went, and then it literally had us like hiking through the like you have to jump across rocks that are just like suspended in the air, and if you don't make it, like there's just rocks 30 feet down that you will just die. And this woman got stuck like scaling one of the rocks and started freaking out, and we were all stuck behind her because we couldn't go forward if she didn't go forward. She's like freaking out on this rock. There's like, if she slips, she just fucking dies. It was not good.
It would have been like the worst death ever too.
Yeah.
I think it was also she went to take a step and it slipped and that's where she's like, I'm not moving. And then that freaked everyone else out behind me.
Well, it also blocked us, so it was more dangerous for us to pass her because she's blocking like the safe route.
Yes.
But like, I can't get her to move because she's like doesn't want to move.
Yeah,
so like,
she's frozen.
Yeah.
I had to hang back because I'm like, okay, we're stuck behind there. It was to the point where like I had to get to a high area so they could just grab my hand to like have an anchor and like cross.
Yeah.
It was.
I remember that.
Wait, the troll thing was like her family just left her. Like she came with like her husband and her kid, and they just like went on. And I'm like, "Are you here by yourself?" And she's like, "No, my husband and son like went on." And I'm like, "So they're not coming back? Like what? They just left you?
Just gonna
like,
leave you to die?"
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that was bad. That was really bad.
That was fun though. It was bad. But like that trail was pretty fun, but it was surprisingly dangerous.
Yeah. No, like it wasn't like 30 feet, but like the rocks.
You basically just had to go past a part that where the hill is like this, and you're just like on this like sand covered like hill, and you could just slide into like these kind of sharp rocks. Like you would get hurt for sure.
I think they were round, but it was just slippery. Like we walked through some rocks, and like I was like slipped twice, like just stepping on them.
The fall is far enough though, like deep enough of a fall that you would like break a bone or you would die.
Yeah, you'd like hit your head and die.
You would not be like safe if you fell.
Yeah.
That
was an experience though.
Good old walks.
Good old San Diego hike.
Yeah.
Is there anything you two are against in terms of adventure?
In terms of, it's such an interesting way to
like I'm
that
Meg.
question.
Wait,
sounds like deep ocean.
While you guys do this, I'm gonna pee.
Wait, I'm asking you.
Oh, mine was bungee jumping.
Oh,
okay.
I've been holding it for 30
Can
minutes.
I have some
and I
more
tried.
examples?
Like, I would never go to space. I would never do a tightrope over a building. I would never parkour from building to building.
I mean, I guess I wouldn't do a lot of things.
Yeah, I agree. There's many things that I wouldn't do.
You wouldn't go to space?
I'd go to space.
Do not want to go to space.
But I don't. Yeah, I feel something like I'd go, but I don't
if you're
really want
sponsored to go to space?
Am I like just leaving the atmosphere and coming back?
No, you're not like the Red Bull thing. You're like
I was gonna say I would do that, but
you have to go. I would just say you don't go super far though. Maybe just go to like a satellite. And
The training that it would require is like not worth it.
Zero training. You just go and
Bro,
throw up. You're just like, oh,
Pass out.
Throw. You wake up, you're like, oh my god, I'm here.
yeah, no, I'm good. I'm not really interested.
I would just be so scared. They're like giving me instructions. They're like, okay, Sean, to like make it back now, you have to press all these buttons. I'm like, okay.
Dude, you're not gonna be doing that by yourself. You're gonna go zero training. They're gonna put you in a little spaceship and send you off. This ain't Pikmin.
It's gonna be like when they send the animals into space, but they're sending me and like, Sean, sorry, we don't have enough fuel to get you back. I'm like, damn it. Okay.
What other Sharnik questions do you have?
Charn O'Houlihan. Charn. We all need alter ego names.
All right.
Sean's is Sharn O'Houlihan. I
Where
don't
did
know
that come from?
why. I don't know.
Broden said to me when we were in Amsterdam.
But why?
Yeah.
Like,
He was like, Broden turned to him, he's like, Sean, how would you feel if everyone just called you Shern? And I'm like, Shern.
That's where it started.
I'm like, okay.
Wow.
He's like, but you need like a last name. Shern O'Houlihan.
Perfect.
And I'm like, okay.
so you're saying that Broden has to name us, or that we must name each other?
Well, mine is because Sean is like, is Shern
No way.
Irish?
Is that where it comes from?
No, because it's Irish. It's like an
I
Irish
didn't
name.
know.
It's an Irish name.
So you're saying that we have to have some sort of
Either, well, yours probably would be like Well, you just have to have a Norwegian name or a Chinese name.
Yodi.
Yogi?
You are not Irish.
Yodi.
No, but my name is Irish.
Oh, Sean. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Sean.
Sean is
Well,
Irish.
actually, Scottish.
Got
I've
it.
learned. I always thought Sean Connery was Irish, but I
Mhm.
learned he's Scottish.
We should just all be Shern, Jern, Jern.
Oh,
Except Jern and Jern would be, me and John would be the same.
I feel like I'm
Jor, wait.
Jorn and Jern.
Jor?
Joe Dern.
Jern and Jode.
This is Joe Dern.
Jord. I don't know.
Jern and
Shern,
Jorn.
Sir, Jord. O'Houlihan.
My next topic was we're becoming party people now. But this is
No,
after-
we're not. None of
No,
you
we're
are
not.
going tonight.
No, we're not. Or no, I'm not.
I drank a whole bottle of wine a few days ago.
All right.
I would say I'm a party
I
person.
am a party person, but specifically only to meet new people.
Okay,
So when it's like to not meet new people, I'm not really interested.
the first question under this is what at a party makes you go, oh, it's going to be lit? So for me, it's not like music. It's kind of just like,
What is it for you?
There's a pool that people jump in.
okay, anyone jumps in the pool, lit. But that's not the thing. Something that I really like at parties, but like it's not very common, is just like board games. Like I like drunk board games or like drunk, like we're doing like some kind of task.
I wouldn't say
Or
that's a,
challenge
I would say
together.
that's a party though.
That's a
That feels like a kickback. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a party to me.
Okay, so Sean doesn't like to party.
I like
A task.
animal
though?
party animals.
That is true. That is a party.
Yeah, that is a party.
I'm trying to
It's
think
in
of
the
a
name.
Party with a task.
That's just a kickback.
Jumping in a
Because
pool
at a party,
is a task.
it's too loud. The music is too loud.
I hate
People
that.
are talking too loud.
I hate that.
Okay, so Sean hates partying.
I don't like what's the point? Like don't blare music into me. I'm like I want to talk to people. But in like let's get drunk, jump in the pool and talk.
You're a kickback kind of guy. That's okay.
I'm a kickbacker?
Yeah,
You're
that's
a
a
Sounds like a
kickbacker.
football position. I'm the kickbacker of the group.
I would say I too love kickbacks. I'm with you there.
Yeah.
But I also love to party. Both are fun. But I feel you on the kickbacks.
Yeah.
Mine's like random waves. Like I'll have the energy or the battery to go. For kickbacks, I feel like it's also a battery thing. I'm like, if I go to this, I'm gonna be like isolating tomorrow type thing. And I try to like weigh that out. I also feel like I've just traveled so much this year. I'm just like done.
I would say I'm pretty burnt
Just
out
like-
from
I'm
travel.
just
I
gonna-
feel similar. Wait, speaking of traveling, Korea, Worlds.
I'm on fire right now.
I'm
I'm
also
so the
on fire.
opposite.
I'm burnt out.
I am. I was talking to Sydney about this, like how she's a traveler. And I was like, oh, I consider myself a traveler, but Sydney is a traveler through and through. Like this
You're
girl
going?
could every month
Hell
could be
yeah.
somewhere else.
If people are going,
It's like I'm a picky eater, but she's really the
Yeah.
picky eater.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I
It's
love
very-
traveling.
Yeah.
I remember like very early on in our friendship, I asked you something like, "Where would you travel if like you could go anywhere?" And you were like, "Nowhere." And I was like, "Oh, so like you don't really like to travel?" And you're like, "No." I was like, "There's nowhere you want to go?"
This is
no.
John?
Okay, so
this is John, yeah. But this was
before-
before we'd gone anywhere.
yes. So
This is a central Cali mindset. Yeah.
remember how we met in Virginia?
Yeah, so I met John in Virginia in person.
That was the first time I've ever flown in my life. I was ever in a plane. I always did road trips like to like Nevada, Oregon, New Mexico. Never flew. So like I just never traveled. I'm like, oh, I'm just like gonna stay home and
I would say
explore my
flying
city.
there though didn't inspire me to travel.
No, yeah. So
I
that's
like
the only
that,
time
and I'm like,
that's the
wow.
only place I flew. Like after seeing videos like Japan, I was like, okay, I'm done to see that. The only like I remember telling you, yeah, like if I did go anywhere, it'd be Korea to play more League. Like
Yeah,
I was like,
and I was
I'll
like,
league solo queue
oh.
in Korea.
This guy's different.
Yeah.
That was my only interest at the time. But now like I'm down. Like I'm gonna go to Italy.
Yeah.
Italy's dope. Just protect your bags. But
I don't know if I could go to Italy this year. Like just the thought of 12-hour flight right now, or like honestly anything over like 3 hours just sounds daunting. I
See,
can't.
flights are nothing to me.
Yeah.
I sleep or like I watch a couple movies and then I'm somewhere else.
This man says it's daunting to him, but he sleeps the whole damn time. Like I'm the one that's up
John's
reading,
just-
watching a movie, and he's on the side next
so
to me. Like,
bored.
okay.
John's probably just on the airplane having nightmares. Like,
I think it's the packing for me. Like the
I
setup
agree.
to
I agree.
travel.
I completely agree.
I hate the airport. I don't like packing. I don't like I hate unpacking the most probably.
Same.
Yeah, I'm still not unpacked.
Same.
I just like dread doing that.
Like I
task.
like being there. I hate everything leading up to it. All the logistics, packing, unpacking. I'm so with you guys.
Every time I travel, I think my flow is also thrown off. Like I have to like reset and like find the flow again. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
my setup's back to normal.
Yeah, the biggest thing is like, we always like get in like a pretty good rhythm of working out, and then we travel somewhere and it's ruined.
Yeah.
It's ruined. And I'm like, oh, the cruise has a gym. I'm a gym every day on the cruise. Like I have plenty of time. I'm not just waking up to Disney songs. I'm eating all the time.
Yeah.
Forced dinner.
Forced to eat.
Forced dinner.
You already paid, eat it.
Show up. I'm like, okay, Mickey, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like I want to
Anger
travel
the
like once
mouse.
every 3 months. I'd be happy to do that. And like I think we just travel so much for work, and then we have travel like for home things. Like we basically travel every month. I'm like, whew, this is hard. It's hard for me to balance.
I'm a once every like 6 months kind of traveler.
I was thinking it was once every 6 months, but have we traveled like once every month or every other month?
It's been about that, yeah.
It's been what?
Maybe I'm like a 4 month kind of gal.
But I don't consider traveling to Seattle like traveling.
No,
I think
don't
traveling is
consider
like
that.
I'm going to like Europe or like
Yeah.
Japan or Asia.
That
For
is
like
true.
2
We
weeks.
have just gone to Europe, Japan, Seattle.
Korea.
like Seattle just feel like I'm
Korea.
visiting my parents. Like it's like, oh,
Yeah. I also think that's the difference too, though. Like, I didn't go to Japan and Korea. So I think like the idea of me going to Korea doesn't like burn me out, but I can totally understand why you guys are like, bro, I was just there. And then I had 2 weeks with Mickey Mouse and like, holy fuck, can I have a break?
Yeah.
So,
An angry homeless man at our house or angry drugged man.
yeah.
But I will be bummed because I will miss New Jeans,
Yeah. Well, that's rumored.
supposedly.
Wait,
But
I
I'm
thought
pretty
it's
sure
confirmed.
it's like
It's
they
confirmed
put
now.
out a...
That they're performing?
they
Or that they're doing a song?
I'm
Oh.
assuming they're performing.
I think New Jeans are real ones. I think they'll perform.
Yeah,
I think they're
I'm
not just gonna
assuming.
make a song.
Yeah.
They're new. They're not old. Yeah,
True.
They're New Jeans.
They're New Jeans, yeah. Well, maybe we'll be there. Maybe we won't.
I think you'll go.
Well, I'm going to go.
Yeah.
Sorry, when I said we, I meant like you guys. Yeah.
That felt like so much pressure.
I know you're not going, Sean. It's okay.
Oh, thank God. Okay, pressure.
Well, I don't know.
What? Who's that?
You guys, I never know what's going to happen.
I'm
That is true.
I'm
a
like-
game day decision maker. It really depends. I hate planning ahead. I'm just like I'm a spontaneous. It feels how I feel on the day, and it's unfortunate because life doesn't operate like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is true that it'll be like sometimes 2 weeks away. I'm like, I could do it.
Yeah, that's how I feel. Really
but
unfortunate.
this one, I don't think.
I don't think that's, yeah.
This
I also
one-
don't think that one's an option.
I'm gonna keep it
unfortunately.
real.
What?
Not going.
I never thought that you were.
Yeah, but to be
It never
fair,
crossed my mind that you would be going.
Sydney thought I wasn't gonna go to Coachella though.
No one thought you were going to go to Coachella.
I know, but I'm just saying, like,
You hate
also-
music.
Yeah, I do hate music.
You hate like everything about
So-
Coachella.
so-
Crowds.
Anytime I see you at a festival, I'm like, what happened? Who talked you into this?
Why are you here?
All my high
but
school
we
friends
do
are like
make
that
good
too.
memories.
Yeah,
Yeah.
have a good time.
It's always a good time.
Yeah.
But every time you are there, I'm like, who talked you into it?
I promised that I would go to Coachella if I hit Immortal and Valorant, and I did.
Yeah.
And so I'm not gonna break a
Oh.
promise.
I didn't know that. Makes sense.
It was like bittersweet when I hit it. I'm like, oh, was it worth it? On the Coachella.
Oh God, I'm so excited about my new PC. I was just thinking about it. Something about technology, I get new tech when I get it, when I acquire it, and I just mess with it and I'm playing with it, learning about it. I don't know, it just like scratches my brain.
Yeah, it is fun. It's like adult Legos. Yeah. That's how I've always felt about building PCs. Just put that in there and hope you don't put the goop in the wrong spot, which I definitely did the first time I built a PC.
I actually didn't know you built a PC.
Yeah, I built 2 PCs.
What?
Yeah.
Nice.
But I mean, I just like watch a YouTube video. And they're like, yeah, plug that in there. I'm like, oh,
Wait, that still counts?
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
But like, I just don't think it's that hard.
Oh.
Mm.
Well,
It's like whether
whoa.
or not you want to do
Whoa.
it type of thing.
And
Also, like, I think it's hard if you like do water cooling and shit like that. But I was just like, I'm just gonna put this on and go.
Yeah, I got a water cooling and that scares me.
Yeah,
Well,
no,
the scary
that sounds
thing-
really scary.
the scary thing to me is the little pins. Like
Yeah.
like they are so narrow. If you bend any of them, it like ruins everything. I'm like, too much pressure. And then John's like with me. He's like, no, you can push harder. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
It's like Operation.
Yeah.
But it's also like, because I got a 4090 as a gift from Chris, and then I'm like, I'm like putting it in, and then like it doesn't fit in my case. So I have to I have to get a new case. And it's like, oh, it's not compatible with your GPU. I'm like, oh, okay. It's like I'm like installing like a new heart into a person, but this heart is like not synergistic with the rest of the body. I'm like, it's a lot, man.
It is crazy how big that graphics card is.
It's huge.
There's an anchor that you have to install in the PC because it's so heavy that it slants.
Yeah.
And you have to put an anchor so the weight is distributed evenly. That is wild to me.
Well, there's also a small TV on it. I'm like, dude, just take this out. Like, I don't. What am I gonna like play games and look at my inside my PC? Dang, look at that screen in there. I'm like, no, I'm never looking at my PC.
People, Battle Station threads love that because you can put your own custom image. You can put a Sonic on it.
I could, but even if I have a Sonic, I'm not gonna look at it. I'm not gonna.
I'm the same.
Yeah. My PC just sits under my desk. Like I remember wanting like a really cute aesthetic PC, but it's like covered in random cords because they're not like completely organized, and then I just shove it as far back as I can, so it just doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I think if I was like a PC on desk kind of girl, then I could understand having a cute image.
I used to do that, but just to save like room under my desk, but then it takes up so much room on
your desk.
I'm just like, this isn't worth it.
Yeah.
It's because I didn't want it to collect like dust from the ground.
Yeah.
Well, I was excited for you guys to get new PCs, so then we could all play Apex together on the highest settings, but...
Oh, that reminds me. You guys hear about the 540 hertz monitor?
What?
Oh, the like QLED.
No, OLED.
Wait,
so
how high can it go before
OLED?
it's like not...
I don't know.
Like how high
I
can
forgot the
humans even like
milliseconds.
process that?
I don't know. It's only got the milliseconds. It like the refresh rate, and like this is double of the 240, obviously, but like...
I'm running out of excuses like when I die in Valorant.
Yeah.
I'm like, my set. Oh, I just this guy has a 244 hertz, but I just have a 160. Like, how am I supposed to compete with that?
So, this one is to be. It's said from Optimum Tech that it's like looking at a window. He's like, that's the best way to put it, because it's just so smooth. But it just freaks. I'm like, how far are we gonna go with all this stuff? We're just always gonna one up it every year. It's $900 as well.
Maybe.
Which is, and it's a 1920 by 1080, so it's just wild, but that exists.
It's lots of new stuff, man.
Yeah, new stuff, new tech.
Hmm.
New companies are coming out with new keyboards. Yeah,
But
the rapid trigger.
Even like internet's getting faster. Like I think they can beat fiber now.
What?
But they just have to figure out like how to do the installation. Like they can make electricity travel faster, but it needs to be in really cold temperatures.
Oh.
But they just have to figure out how to like induce that. But you can get like one ping. Everyone gets one ping, whether you're East Coast, West Coast.
It is wild. We have 0 ping in CS2.
Yeah.
It's a blessing and a curse because every time you solo queue, you are guaranteed. You can have a bingo board for this of like, what are you are you the server?
Yeah. You in the server?
Are you a dev? How do you have 0? And it's just like, bro, how do you have 0 ping? Like you just hear nonstop. Like I get it. I have 0 ping. I honestly wish I could just edit it like to make it look like I have 20.
20
I just don't
more.
care.
Yeah.
I just want to play the game. But yeah, we have 0 ping in CS2. Which is
Speaking of Counter-Strike 2, that was also on my list.
cool. Oh,
What do you guys think?
I like it.
I like it. But I like CSGO, so I figured I would still like this. I think that I just need to take the time to learn how to throw like smokes and flashes and stuff like that, and then I would love the game. But I just haven't taken the time to do that. I know like 4 lineups. That's it.
I'm not gonna learn layups. I'm telling you guys now. I'm gonna throw that flashbang in the air. I'm yelling, flashing. I'm swinging through the smoke.
You got the entry then.
Yeah.
Like I don't think everyone needs to learn the lineups. Like the meta is like people buy smokes and they just drop it on one guy in his corner because that's where he throws the smokes from, and then you just go in. That's all you need to know.
Yeah, I'd say I'm not a smokes player.
So I'm just comforted by Timmy because he also feels terrible at this game. So my first game of CS2 when I got in the beta, I was like, I am trash. Like I can't hit anyone. Like this game's so hard. And I just kept playing it because I felt like it was like a stubborn thing.
Yeah.
And I ended up liking it because I'm like, I feel the improvement because I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Or like, oh, they move this fast, so I have to hold wider. Like all the little things that just like allow you to live around. So like I've been enjoying it. Just like it feels like a new game to learn.
Yeah. It's fun. I like it. Play more of it.
My follow-up question is, so Counter-Strike took, I think like 10, 15 years? It took a while to make Counter-Strike 2. If you could have any game remade to make like a 2 version of it, what game would you want?
League of Legends 2.
I would also want League of Legends 2.
I'd play the hell out of that.
But I also want World of Warcraft 2.
I was gonna say I want World of Warcraft.
I want World of Warcraft, but I need I love
Ooh.
World of Warcraft to death. I've like always loved Blizzard.
Mhm.
I just think that like they really doubled down with keeping the graphics the same for like 20 years. But like the game is so good. It has like I love the story. I love all the characters. The depth is good. Blizzard also puts in the right amount of like jokes, but being serious. So it's like has this good mix of everything. The lore is like amazing. Worlds are beautiful. Like a lot of MMOs, like I actually don't like it when I like go into a city. I'm like, oh, it's kind of feel like it's a nice city, but it's whatever. But in World of Warcraft, like every city, I'm like,
That's pretty
oh,
cool.
this is awesome.
Yeah. I just want a visual update. Like I just want it to be really pretty,
Yeah.
and I want more cosmetics.
That's fine.
But that would be my changes.
I think Riot MMO will probably deliver that.
I'm
Yes,
praying.
I'm
I am
super excited
praying
for
that there are
that.
MMOs like that.
Yeah, I hope it's good.
I'm sold that the dev said if they don't like the project or the game, they are going to scrap it.
Yeah. If
I
I'm
like the fact
satisfied with the
just saying
result.
that sentence, I'm like, damn.
Yeah,
If this comes out, there's gonna be a banger. Like I'm just excited for that.
it should be good.
I would choose World of Warcraft too.
A League 2, I don't even know how that would go.
I think that they just start League over, 15 champions, and then just build from there.
But at what
Delete
point?
Yasuo.
Yasuo's gonna be the starter. He's the face. Like Jet was the face of Valorant. Yasuo is the face of League 2.
What if League is just like, that was an era, we need to move on to Smite 2?
Don't do that to her. She can't handle it.
I'm gonna get really excited.
Wait, I actually think if they made Smite 2 and they just had like a really big team and like a great engine,
Yeah.
it's like I think it'd be great.
Like imagine Dota 2 engine
yeah,
on Smite.
yeah.
That'd be banger.
I think League actually has to remake theirs. Though.
They could do third person League. Nah.
Well, that's just
like
Smite.
not what I like about Smite. So-
Well, Smite, I like the theme of Smite. I like
Yeah.
that there's like gods from
Yeah.
like Asia, from Europe, from Greek gods to like, you know, they have like all gods, which is cool. Except for the Christian god. They
I'm
don't
also
have that guy,
I,
which is weird. He would be like, he would fit in Smite, you know?
I'm also glad they didn't take it too seriously. Like the fact that I'm Hebo, but as a surfer, I'm like, this is sick.
Yeah,
Their
it's
collabs
fun.
are wild.
Yeah.
You could be Aang.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
It just looks so out of place.
yeah.
Oh, you guys
That's
sound
so
like
fun.
you really like the game. Maybe we should play it sometime.
The thing is, I like the 3v3 mode or the 5v5 mode, like the Summoner's Rift, whatever it is.
Oh, you like
John
the
likes
actual game mode.
He doesn't like our ARAM mode that we all play.
Oh yeah, I just want an ARAM.
ARAM mode, I'm
Competitive
just-
mode is like
I can't ARAM in any
That's
MOBA.
fair. That's fair.
3v3, the 3v3 is pretty fun though, I must say.
I don't know that I ever. Did
It's
that.
just one lane. There's a jungle camp up here, jungle camp down here. You like kind of team fight for that, and then someone can farm
Did
mid.
you play Smite by yourself, John? Is that how you know about that mode?
You don't have to answer that. Here, we'll move on to the next question.
Would you rather wear the same socks for a month or the same underwear for a week? So yeah, I did queue up. I queued up 2 to 3 of those by myself, but I was in a call with Broden. I was telling him about it.
Yeah, sure, man.
He's like,
sure,
yeah, we
man.
can queue up, and then we were going to the arena mode. I was waiting on you guys to play the arena mode. I was like, oh, I might as well just warm up on Smite, you know, get my aim going.
Right.
Get my
right.
aim going in
Nice.
Smite?
I whiff everything because like
Okay.
when someone moves to the left, I like try to throw it at them, but then they move right. I'm like, okay, and I throw it right, and then they move left again. And I get pissed off. I'm like,
One thing I'm worried about when I play Smite is the game like does not seem balanced. Like when I
No.
play,
No.
yeah,
It's not.
there's like a dude who like can throw you underground into a portal, and it's like Portal 2 where there's just portals vertically, so you go down underground and you fall from heaven, and then you just throw a skill and you one shot them. I'm like, that doesn't seem balanced, but I'm glad I'm the hero. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not balanced.
Yeah.
Well, if you guys want to play Smite tonight, you know, just let me know.
Yeah, we'll let you
My-
know.
are there any
Yeah.
Smite tournaments? We shouldn't roll. In that.
Wait.
If there's a Smite
Wait, that
tournament,
sounds
Wait,
fun.
one thing I actually want us to do as like a house and just like friends is like, let's pick some super obscure game. Like Among Us is an example, not Among Us. Like kind of like a more competitive game. We pick one
Slappy
like
ball.
Slappy ball.
like Slappy Ball. Okay, fine. Slappy Ball is an example, but we like practice really hard and we go to a LAN and we record ourselves playing at the LAN.
I'm in.
Yeah.
Pick a game and I'm in. I'll
We'll
be
get
the best.
matching jerseys.
Why can't we just do Valorant, a game that we're all semi pretty good in already?
so, anyways, Slappy
No.
ball.
My
Slappy
bad.
Ball.
My bad.
Because then we wear volleyball like gear.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
We could do that in Valorant. Just saying, we could wear
I
I can't wear
volleyball gear.
volleyball gear when playing Valorant. That's weird.
Yeah, people would judge us.
Okay.
They'd be like, those guys go out to get out.
They would not judge us on Slappy ball.
No, Slappy Ball's the new wave.
I feel like we show up to a Slappy Ball tournament and there's just 10 people. Just 5 of us and 5 other people. Like, dude, you also play this game? Like, yeah.
I think the game has like
It's like robot.
50K upvotes.
It's like robot roller disco derby dodgeball.
Yes.
Like if I showed up and I saw like 20 other people, I'm like, oh my god, you guys play this game too?
They
And we just have
would
helmets
be
on and we start playing.
so insane.
Yeah.
I feel like that game would be so annoying competitive.
Oh yeah, I think there's like tech that we don't know, but it's fun because I just drift around and like throw the ball. I'm like a little toy.
All right. Thank you for watching episode 39 of the Offline TV podcast. I am Sydeon. This is
Seanic.
Charn.
John.
and who you can't see.
Hey, I'm your host, Quarterjade. Join our Patreon to get invited to the Halloween party. Bye.
Don't do that.
And Lions
Not real.
here from Seattle.
Bye.
Bye.
Look at the squirrel. Look at him
Oh,
go.
yeah, look at him go. He's doing his thing.
Aww.